It's our 3-month anniversary today.
That's mad. I feel like I've been coming here for years.
How are you?
What do you think?
You have more energy, you appear more content with your life now than you did 3 months ago. But only you can tell how you are feeling. I can't do that for you.
I know.
You remember nothing of what happened before the coma. You're not sure you want to remember. I think you do. Do you agree with that, Zoe?
And potentially lose everything I've built here. I know there's something I need to remember, something I'm supposed to be doing. Until I figure that out, I can't find peace. I do. I can't stand feeling there's something I need to remember. So I have to find out.
I understand, okay. Let's see if we can do an exercise. Jog your memory. What is the last thing you do remember?
Dropping out of uni, moving back in with Dad. I'd lost faith in myself, in everyone around me. I'd broken up with Reza.
And then something did happen.
Be careful what you wish for, right? Reza vanishing. Me going after him, trying to track him down. I ended up in Newport. I remember being in a safe place and connecting to a dream machine, but that's where it ends.
And before that? Before leaving Casablanca?
Reza asked me to pick up a package. That's what set it all in motion. That and the static.
Do you remember what that turned out to be?
After I woke up, they filled in the blanks. Apparently it was some sort of glitch or virus, rogue code infecting the worldwide wire. Someone at Waticorp was using the dream machine to read people's minds. Someone I'd met.
Kavanagh.
Damien Kavanagh, the man behind it all, the perpetrator of the conspiracy. He'd put some sort of worm into the code, turning the dream machine into a mind-controlling tool affecting millions. At least that's what they say.
He recorded a confession before he... At least he came clean. Absolved his employer of any wrongdoing.
Convenient.
In what way?
Oh, forget it. I don't remember any of it. All I know is they poisoned my mind. Inserted false memories. Nothing I saw or experienced was real. The little girl on the screens, the other...
The other world.
Arcadia. Another colourful figment of their imagination. A synthetic dream.
And you still remember nothing of going to Japan? Breaking into Waticorp?
Nope. I exposed a global conspiracy and all they gave me was a lousy coma. Aside from you, Reza, and my dad, no one even knows I was involved. Reza kept me out of his exposé, and even he doesn't know what really happened during the week I was gone. Maybe my friend Olivia knew something, but she passed away.
You feel responsible.
I went off playing teen detective and people got hurt.
You're worried something else happened to you.
I mean, it's a week of my life. Gone.
Have you used a dream machine yet?
God, no. I feel nauseous just watching the ads.
It's becoming a disease, an addiction. I'm concerned about what these lucid, perfect dreams are doing to us. And you were connected to a prototype. There's no way to predict how that may have affected you. Have you spoken with Gabrielle yet?
I haven't. Yet. I decided to continue with my degree, so I guess that means I'm not disassociating myself completely from Dad and everything he represents. But he rented out the house, moved to Mumbai. We're not exactly close anymore.
That's perfectly fine. What do you want to talk about?
Is the new series of Eurotrash a valid topic?
Why not? Our time is almost up.
That's fine. I'm working today.
How's that going?
Really good. I enjoy it. A lot.
If you do find a way to clean up the river, a lot of people will be happy.
I might actually be contributing something to society, for once. And with the voluntary campaign work, I feel I contribute in other ways too.
You're keeping yourself busy and motivated. You've come a long way since we first met.
Thank you, Dr. Zelenka.
Roman, please. Same time next week?
Definitely. Thanks, Roman.
Take care, Zoe.
Exactly what you'd expect a psychologist to keep on his office shelf. No tawdry romance novels, fantasy or science fiction, unfortunately. Books on shrink stuff. Shrinky books. Seshadri Tower has the best view in Propas, bar none. Ah, I can see our house from here. Oh no, not our house at all. I could stare out this window for hours, but the doc will probably get really annoyed. Ah, I can see our house from here. Oh no, not our house at all. I see... No, I really shouldn't. It's a trap. A psychological trap. Is that a dragon? Well, it looks like a dragon. What does that mean? What does that say about me? That I'm, into dragons? Dragons are cool. I could stare at that for hours and then I really would go insane. I see... No, I really shouldn't. is a trap. A psychological trap. Exactly what you'd expect a psychologist to keep on his office shelf. No tawdry romance novels, fantasy or science fiction, unfortunately. Dr. Zelenka. Roman. Dr. Roman? Doc? I don't even know what to call him anymore. The doc's been good for me, I think. And good to me. I do need someone to talk to about things. All the things. Everything. And he is sort of cute, but... Oh, no. No, that's not a good thought. That's a bad thought. Ugh. Authority figure. So cliché, Zoe. What's up, Doc? Oh, wait. I did not say that out loud, did I? No. He's not looking at me. I think that was just in my head. Dodged a bullet there. Phew. A handy dispenser of pharmaceutical concoctions. Also known as synthetic coffee. As far as synthetic coffee goes, it's not the worst, but it's still horrible. A handy dispenser of pharmaceutical concoctions. If I drink more of that awful synthetic coffee at this point, I'll really need therapy. If I drink more of that awful synthetic coffee at this point, I'll really need therapy. No therapist's office would be complete without a chaise longue. Never used it. Would feel like a dork. No therapist's office would be complete without a chaise longue. Never used it. Would feel like a dork. I could take a nap and wake up with the doctor leaning over me and... No, stop it. Stupid authority figure sexual fantasy. Time to leave. I didn't know the doc was into cephalopods. I wonder if he has a pet one at home. I always wanted a pet cephalopod. They're the best. If that's real wood, it must have cost a fortune. It looks real. Not the sort of thing you'd expect to find in a therapist's office. I didn't know the doc was into cephalopods. I wonder if he has a pet one at home. Knock on wood. I don't often get to do that with real wood. IKEA's plastique just doesn't cut it, knock-wise. Knock on wood. I don't often get to do that with real wood. IKEA's plastique just doesn't cut it, knock-wise. How can Zelenka afford a piece of furniture like that? Must have been a gift. If that's real wood, it must have cost a fortune. It looks real. Not the sort of thing you'd expect to find in a therapist's office. That's my file. I feel an almost irresistible urge to peek. But I shan't. It's never a good idea to read what your therapist writes about you. Oh, hell, just a glance can't hurt, right? That's my file. I feel an almost irresistible urge to peek. Oh, nothing at all. A bunch of personal information I had to fill in for my first appointment. And now I feel really guilty for peeking. Boo. I don't know what I was hoping for. A "she's real cute" note in the margins? Dr. Zelenka. Roman. Dr. Roman? Doc? I don't even know what to call him anymore. The doc's been good for me, I think, and good to me. I do need someone to talk to about things. All the things. Everything. Doctor... Roman?
Yes.
My next appointment with Dr. Roman is in my calendar, but I might as well double-check while I'm here. When's our next session again?
Next Monday. At, let me check. Next Monday at 9. Is that still okay?
That's fine, thank you. Maybe I shouldn't be bothering him. He probably has another appointment right away. Do you have an appointment now?
No, I prefer some space between sessions. I don't like to rush. I prefer to sit and take notes afterwards.
So, what are you writing?
Well, just notes about what we talked about today. It's a way for me to remember and process our conversation.
Makes sense.
To be absolutely honest, I don't have another appointment for several hours. I like keeping my Mondays light.
Oh. Yeah, we could start later if you'd prefer.
No, this gets me out of bed in the morning. Without it, I just sleep in.
I don't know Dr. Zelenka, Roman, very well at all. I don't even know where he's from originally. How long have you practiced in Europolis?
Oh, 4 years? No, 5. I graduated from Krakow in 2214 and worked 2 years in the Warsaw district before moving to Berlin.
And Propast?
I set up this practice 7 months ago.
Are you from the Prague district?
I'm originally from Poznan. My parents are of Polish descent. Not that that matters anymore. European is European. Yeah, you wouldn't know it talking to my father, though. He is a traditional nationalist. I think he secretly wishes for the downfall of Europolis and a return to the independent nation-states. Was there anything else?
Roman seems like an interesting person, and we've never really talked about anything other than me. This could be a good time to start, talking. I don't know what I'm doing. Should I be doing this? I don't know. So, what do you get up to when you're not, you know, this?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sorry if this is getting too personal.
No. I was just trying to think about how to answer that. I don't really do things. When I'm not working, I think about work. Or I write about work, or I read about work.
Oh. And how does, your wife feel about that?
I'm not married. I live by myself. Which has advantages and disadvantages. Mostly, in my case, disadvantages. I'm not good at taking care of myself.
Really? Huh. So, Roman is single and spends too much time by himself. He could really do with a social life. You should get out more. Think about something other than work.
What did you have in mind?
I'm not the best person to ask. I'm, a homebody.
Sounds like we both should get out more.
We should. I mean, you should, and so should I. Also.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I feel horrible about the direction this conversation's been taking. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Flirting with my therapist. I'm not quite sure where this conversation is going. It's very confusing. I should probably just cut it short, but I'm also curious. Cat meet curiosity. Hello, curiosity. Ah. So,
You could show me what I'm missing out on sometime.
Oh. Yeah, I can do that. That is a thing I can do.
Of course, it would have to wait until we're done with your therapy. You're a patient, and that's, you know.
Right. Yes. Of course. That line of patient and doctor, that line.
Yes. Good. I'll look forward to that. I should finish, noting these notes before, well, you know, I forget everything we talked about.
Noted? No, that would be a bad thing, really. And do what, exactly? Tussle his thick hair? Give him a peck on the chin? Throw myself on him? No, I'll just stand. Over here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were still here.
Yeah, you should come out with Reza and me sometime.
With the... Oh, yes, of course, sometime. After we've concluded your therapy, of course. I don't mix my professional and private lives.
That's not a good mix. That's like gummy bears and potassium chlorate. Keep them apart.
Right. Well, I should finish writing these notes before I forget everything we talked about.
Of course. Good idea. That's... yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were still here.
I think I might have outstayed my welcome. See you next week?
Take care, Zoe.
The Seshadri Tower is prime real estate in Propast. The rent's probably as sky-high as the cloud scraper. The tallest office building in Propast, home to Dr. Roman Zelenka's psychotherapy practice and 1,000 other businesses.
I have a permit. I paid a fucking fortune for this permit.
Your permit is no longer valid. You'll need to have it renewed. You have 24 hours to comply.
Fuck off. You have 24 hours to comply.
That makes absolutely no sense. If you do not comply, you will be detained and your food cart confiscated.
If you so much as touch Carl, I will cut off your testicles and make a kebab.
Threats are counterproductive and punishable by law. You have
How does it feel working for a fascist fucking regime, trampling all over the working people?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, great health coverage, no overtime, pays decent. 24 hours.
Hey,
Hey, where are you?
just leaving therapy on my way to the lab. What's up?
Neck deep. Would I be a bad boyfriend if I asked you to stop by that place with the crazy person and the good food?
Nella bites, sure. And lazy, not bad.
What?
Not bad boyfriend, lazy boyfriend. What do you want?
You're big. Nothing...
Exotic. Affirmative. I'll stop by Nella's right now. I should be at your office in 15?
Thanks. You're the best.
I am. See you soon.
Down with the fascio oppressors. That's right, Assy. Keep walking.
The tallest office building in Propast, home to Dr. Roman Zelenka's psychotherapy praxis and 1,000 other businesses. The best food in Propast comes from the street vendors and their food carts. Hands down, no contest. Propast has the best selection of street food in Europolis. There's no reason to cook, ever. Oh, except when Reza cooks. I'm fine with him cooking. The street food here is really, really good and smells absolutely delicious. The best food in Propast comes from the street vendors and their food carts. Hands down, no contest. I'm a bit creeped out by the talking bins. Why do they talk? What shadowy masters do they serve? Talking, walking, incinerating garbage bins. Granted, I haven't seen them walking, but I'm sure they do. Late at night, when no one's looking. I'm a bit creeped out by the talking bins. Why do they talk? And get my hand chewed off? No chance. I'll be tossing my garbage in the gutter like a normal person. And get my hand chewed off? No chance. I'll be tossing my garbage in the gutter like a normal person.
How about a couple of crispy cockroaches, fresh off the grill? Today's special is deep-fried Cambodian tarantula. Can I get you a baker's dozen?
Stop by any time for Propast's best grilled cheese sandwiches. Today's special is Abbott's Gold with dry cured Italian sausage and mango chutney on shokuban. We've got steaming hot xiaolong bao, sha gao, chong yu bing, best in Propast. What can I get you?
Fried cheese, cheese soup, first. Down with the fascio oppressors. That's right, Assy. Keep walking. Nello bites, but I don't.
Nayla has a nickname for her mobile kitchen,
bites,
and that nickname
but I
is
don't.
Carl, because Marxist. Nayla, street chef,
Freedom and
Marxist,
food to the
spark plug, and
promo.
friend of mine. I do love her, in smaller doses. I met Nella after my first appointment with Dr. Roman. She sold me some fried cheese and I fell in love. With the cheese,
Down
not
the
with Nella.
fascio oppressors.
Although she is
That's
pretty
right,
cute.
Assy. Keep walking.
Nella's cool. She gives me a good kick in the arse whenever I obsess too much. We may not be BFFs,
Best
but she's
mother
definitely a
in
good friend.
Propast. Fried cheese,
Nella Bites is
cheese
one of the
soup,
best food
first.
carts in all of Propast. Whatever she's cooking is super tasty and incredibly unhealthy, but
Best schmazak in Propast.
Nella's cart, Carl, serves up some really tasty fried cheeses, sausages, and soups.
Fried
Sometimes she
cheese,
combines them all.
cheese soup,
5 stars, easily. Nella has a nickname for her mobile kitchen, and that nickname, Nella. Street chef, Marxist, spark plug, and friend of mine. I do love her, in smaller doses.
Did you see that?
I can't believe the eye is harassing Nella. She sells food. It's not like she's doing anything illegal. Is she? I shouldn't get involved. I have enough on my plate and I'm running late and I'm already neck deep in the Uminska campaign. I don't need more political drama. I don't really need any political drama. What was all that about?
Fucking eye. Making up shit so that they can harass anyone who doesn't toe the line. Now I'm going to waste a whole afternoon standing in line at the district office for a permit I don't fucking need. Never mind that this is just a tip of the garbage heap. They're restricting transit between sectors, adding more security to all the metro stations and ports, requiring paperwork for anything beyond local lines. I mean, what the fuck? I knew Parliament was tight with the syndicate, but this is Chongo, man. They're planning something. Probably going to hunt down and arrest revolutionaries next. That's me fucked then.
I'm sure you're...
Word is they rounded up all the European Liberty folks in the Berlin district last week, detained them on suspicion of terrorism. Terrorism! For speaking their minds. And okay, for releasing clouds of biograffiti. I know that clique, they're harmless. It was just a call to action. That's fucking terrorism now.
Scary.
Scary. That's exactly what it is. And your candidate isn't going to change anything for the better.
Maybe not. But Uminska won't change anything for the worse either, unlike Konstantin Wolf.
Kaiser Konstantin. Puta! If that Schwein gets elected, I'm moving to Paris.
They'd never let you in.
One of the conglomerate city-states of North America, then. Newport, the fucking Republic of Los Angeles, hell, even Bostonia. Anywhere but Kaiser's Europe.
That's why Leia Uminska is the best choice. No one's going to put the Marxists in office, Nela. At least my candidate has a fighting chance. And she is a socialist.
She's a moderate, Zoe. A moderate! What's the point in that? Moderation is just another word for compromise. Anyway, what are you having?
Having?
Lunch, Zozo. For your chorbo. Listen, I have a new supplier for pork wurst, the collective down on Caprova. Organic meat, the real deal, none of that vat-grown slop. Don't know how they do it. Connections on high, plenty of mouses swapping hands, but they're legal, I think.
The pork sausages sound totally delicious. I'm not sure Reza will agree, but he needs to be more adventurous when it comes to his diet. The pork sausages sound delicious, but Reza plays it safe when it comes to food. Europolitan through and through. No tolerance for organic meats. I'm working on it, but baby steps. I'm gonna have to go with the cheese soup. Again.
Dobra, coming up. You should join the protest this afternoon. We're marching on the sector office.
Can't, sorry. Ada would give me time off, but the project's at a really critical stage right now.
Smart girl. We'll probably get beaten by the bulla and tossed in the zona. Just another fucking Monday in Propast. Here you go.
Thanks, Nella.
If you reconsider, we'll head out around noon. Time to let those cunts know we're watching the Watchmen. Down with the fascio oppressors! That's right, Assy. Keep walking. Weren't you in a rush?
Actual, real organic meat is almost impossible to come by. I wonder where she got those pork sausages. Was it even pork? Or was it people? No, I'm sure it's pork. Where did you say those sausages came from again?
The collective. They have a storefront on Caprova right next to the metro entrance. They don't make a big number of it.
But organic meat? Are you sure they're legal?
Did you taste them? They're divine. They taste like freedom and democracy, like meat's supposed to taste. How meat tasted before they started growing it all in vats.
They slaughter animals to get that meat.
Animals, Zoe. Animals. They get to be alive for a glorious moment. They get to be food. Circle of life, Atsi.
You're a very odd person. I never see a lot of customers here, but Nella must be doing all right. This spot can't be cheap. It's prime real estate. How's Nella Bites doing?
It's got bite, man. Paletti. That's what that means. Doing good.
It must be expensive to rent a spot up here.
You wouldn't believe it, but I'm super bon. Totally fine.
It's just that I never see a line.
There are other ways of being fine. Fried cheese ain't all I'm selling, Zozo.
Oh.
Anda, idiota. No drugs or guns or my body. I just mean there's more to it than the food cart. I'm also selling idealism and social engagement.
How do you profit from that?
There are ways. I may be Marxist, but that doesn't mean I don't believe in a free market economy. You know what I mean.
It's always nice to chat with Nella, but I need to get going. Enjoy.
I always do, Zozo. Bye. Nella bites, but I don't.
I met Nella after my first appointment with Dr. Roman. She sold me some fried cheese and I fell in love. With the cheese, not with Nella. Although she is pretty cute. Nella Bites is one of the best food carts in all of Propast. Whatever she's cooking, Nella's cool. She gives me a good kick in the arse whenever I obsess too much. We may not be BFFs, but she's definitely a good friend.
Smajak! Down with the
Cheese
fascio
soup,
oppressors.
Reza's
That's
favourite.
right, Assy. Keep
Tasty
walking.
but dull. Toll. Cheese soup from
Fried
Nella Bites.
cheese. Down with the fascio oppressors. That's right, Assy. Keep walking. Fried cheese. Cheese soup. First. Fried cheese. Cheese soup. First. Best schmazak in Propast.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
Those interactive tourist maps helped a lot when I first moved here. They're still helpful. I still get lost. Before last year, I was never that into Crowboy. I don't know what happened, but now I find him adorable. An interactive tourist map of Propast. Super useful. Those interactive tourist maps helped a lot when I first... Billions of people use the Dream Machine. I find that hard to comprehend. 1 in 5 people access Dreamtime at least once a week. Madness. I hate adbots. They're like mosquitoes, constantly buzzing, blood-sucking parasites. Those adbots are all over the place. Sometimes I think they target me specifically just to fuck with me. Corporate-sponsored adbot. They were illegal in Casablanca. I miss Casablanca. Those adbots are all over the place. Sometimes Whattycorp's Dream Machine. I played a part in exposing the conspiracy, but I couldn't stop them from releasing it. And now it's taken over the world. Propast has the best selection of street food in Europolis. There's no reason to cook. Ever. Oh, except when Reza cooks. I'm fine with him cooking. Those ads, for some reason, give me goosebumps, the icky kind. Like it or not, and I don't, you can't deny that Watty's doing a really good job selling their dream machines. I'm a dreamer. I'm not. That's the last thing I want to be. I'm a dreamer. I'm not. That's the last thing I want to be.
Yee-haw, I got a hankering for giving you directions.
Our apartment is off Sonnenschein Plaza in the aptly named Sonnenschein Terraces by OCG. Sunny living? Yeah. Our lab is located just above the Propast metro station, on the upper level. I don't even know if that part of town has a name. Upper Caprova, maybe? Can you show me how to get to the elevated walkways above Caprova?
Sure thing, miss. Which section are you looking to traverse today?
The cul-de-sac right above the metro station.
Well, shucks, that ain't no problem whatsoever. Nothing there worth checking out unless you just like the view. But here you go, sweetheart. Y'all come back anytime now, you hear? Well, if it ain't my favorite cowgirl. Can I point you in the direction of something, darling?
Reza's office is down by Prista Vista, the old river docks, right behind the Collapse Memorial. Show me Prista Vista, please. The Pamatnik Collapse.
Planning on a trip down the river? You got it, cowgirl. Propast docks coming right up. I hope you get to where you're going. And if you ever get lost again, you know Crowboy's got your back. I'm here to give you directions, miss. You just tell me where you want to go today. It was a pleasure serving you this fine day, miss. I'm a rootin', tootin', six-barrel shootin', totin' crow cowboy. Yee-haw!
And get my hand chewed off? No chance. I'll be tossing my garbage in the gutter like a normal person.
Data process the experience of gravitas needed to lead Europolis back to stability and prosperity. Vote with your head. Vote the Alliance.
It's between Wolf and Ominska, isn't it? Gross and Rebus are not even competing.
Yeah, the Alliance has screwed up too often, and Manifesto never stood a chance. Dawn is the only sensible alternative.
You mean Unity, of course. Not Dawn. You said Dawn, but you meant Unity.
Right? I'm voting Wolf.
You're what? Are you Chango Dupa? He's a fascist chauvinist pig.
What about Leah Uminska? She's a Sozi Zika. She's weak and she's soft. With her in charge, the walls are coming down and the barbarian hordes will wash over Europe.
That's so racist.
Telling the truth is being a racist now. Face it, we don't have room for more immigrants. It's time we focus on rebuilding what Europolis is all about. Europe.
It's like I don't know you anymore. I'm sorry, do you mind?
See what I mean? Immigrants everywhere.
Are you really going to wear that? Dress for success, not failure. Franklin fears business casual for the self-respecting modern woman. Fizz has you covered when you don't. Down in the dumps, trouble staying focused,
the best
looking for a pick-me-up at Seraph Kavana's
What did you
signature
do?
cocktail chai comes with yellow post.
After they dominated the soda wars, bingo's pretty much the only show in town. And by show, I mean fizzy drink. After they dominated the soda wars, bingo's pretty much the only show in town. And by show, I mean fizzy drink. Madame Nix. She's famous. I've heard of her. The House of Dreams is a dream emporium where people go to hook into dream machines. Sort of like an opium den. Nix runs the House of Dreams. You hear stories, none of them good. But hey, it is on Caprova. Madame Nix. She's famous. I've heard Marta Rebus comes across as an intelligent and informed candidate, but she doesn't stand a snow cone's chance in Hades. The Marxists are so in your face with everything they do. You can't possibly believe that Rebus will win, but they're doing their best to disrupt the status quo. Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though. Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though. Dieter Gross. Dependable, conservative, boring old white dude. The Alliance is not going to win. They spent the last 7 years running Europolis into the ground. Gross. I can't imagine the Alliance doing particularly well in the elections. It's really a two-horse race between Uminska and Kaiser Konstantin. Dependable, dull, dead. Not literally, politically. I'm not advocating assassinations. Dieter Gross. Dependable, conservative, boring old white dude. The Alliance is not going to win. They spent the last 7 years running Europolis into the ground. European Dawn wants to toss out immigrants, close borders, and restore Europe to a white-bread fairyland that only ever existed in their xenophobic wet dreams.
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that? It's so derogatory. Constantine Wolf doesn't go around calling your candidate names.
No? Have you seen the graffiti?
I don't think Wolf has the time to walk around with a spray can.
His fascio army does. They're everywhere, Atsi. Who do you think is behind the checkpoints at the iBots?
The Syndicate.
And who's behind the Syndicate?
The corporations. European Dawn wants to free us from corporate rule. They want the people to run this city. They want democracy and freedom. Unlike Leia Uminska.
Oh, come on! Are you going to argue that the Social Democrats are in the corpse's pockets?
Not my words. Just repeating what they say.
They, as in the Kaiserlings.
I told you, Duper, don't use that word.
Duper? Duper? Dupek? Whatever you
Constantine
do, don't
Wolf
vote for the
envisions
Kaiser.
himself a back-to-basics
to her.
father
She's just a
figure for a
sozy
united
bobo.
Europe, embracing traditional values and ethnic purity. I've heard that particular pitch before. Kaiser Constantine and European Dawn. Fascists, isolationists, populists. If they win, Europolis is, well, bollocked. European Dawn wants to toss out immigrants, close borders, and restore Europe to a white-bread fairyland that only ever existed in their xenophobic wet dreams.
Pardon me.
Seriously?
There's absolutely nothing I would want in there. I'm not in the mood for freeze-dried synthetic whale urine jelly today, thanks very much. The Hand did an expose on vending machines. Never again, I swear to God. There's absolutely nothing I would want in there. After they dominated the soda wars, bingo's pretty much the only show in town. And by show, I mean fizzy drink. I've seen her before. She's... Nope, can't place her. Do I know her? Sure I know her from somewhere. She looks familiar. I've seen her before. She's... he looks really familiar. Who is that? Do I know him? I've seen him somewhere before. The Uminska ads are bold and she does come across as a leader. That's why I'm volunteering for her, I guess. That and also Baruti's passion. Uminska's face is plastered all over the city. Unity's making a major push before the elections. I really do think that we, stand a decent chance. I do like the Uminska ads. I think they get the message across. I'm proud to be associated with her political campaign. Uminska's face is plastered all over the city. Unity's making a major push before the elections. I really do think that we, stand a decent chance. Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets. I hate adbots. They're like mosquitoes, constantly but the eye, keeping Propass safe or, under constant surveillance. Eye officers employed by the syndicate, which works for the corporations, and around it goes. Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets.
I stay awake and dream all night. I dream about tomorrow and how it will be. I ought to know, it's up to me. Be who you believe in. Keep moving, keep dreaming. A dream is just a dream, no big deal. I mean, I dream, but I keep it real. I dream to make it happen, I dream to create, but more and more I dream just to get away. Be who you believe in, keep moving.
The new Dream Machine by Monty opens up a world of entertainment. Talk to me now for more information.
I've asked everyone what those towers are, and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents. Nella claims those towers release chemicals that keep the populace subdued and compliant, but her argument is self-defeating. She breathes the same air and she is not compliant. My theory is that they were built as a practical joke to keep everyone guessing, but they're probably just vents. I've asked everyone what those towers are and no one knows for sure. Some say anti-grav units from before the collapse, others say they're vents.
Singer-songwriter, I sing and write songs over and over all day long. I'm a singer-songwriter, I sing and write songs. This life is heavy, but the sky is strong. If
What do you want?
I were to write you a song,
Life is dreary and meaningless, but your dreams don't have to be. With the new Monty Dream Machine, you can make your innermost desires come true.
This is not
The
place
Eye.
for a young lady.
Keeping Propass safe, or, you know, under constant surveillance. Freeze-dried jellyfish chips, vacuum-packed boiled beet, carbonated tequila shots, blood pudding fudge, fried cabbage jerky, oh, salted pigeon bits. Bits? Which bits? A cornucopia of tasty snacks. Tasty, yeah, tasty. Man, Europe. Can't believe it's not guano. Some days I really, really miss Africa. Freeze-dried jellyfish chips, vacuum-packed boiled beet, carbonated tequila shots, blood pudding fudge, fried cabbage jerky, oh, salted pigeon bits. Bits? Which bits?
I had the best dream time yesterday.
What did you do?
I started with my own creation. I don't even know where to start. I'm just a guy with guitar, trying to make sense of it all. Everything just seems so banal, but there's
The
no need to
Collapse,
say it
August
back
8th,
home.
2209.
Get out there
The day
before
everything went
it's
to
all
hell.
gone.
I remember only
I
fragments.
know it's not
It was a
that
scary
easy.
day.
Such a mind
For those who lost, for those who were lost, for those who suffered and those who perished, you will never be forgotten. It's a memorial to the victims of the collapse. The Collapse, August 8th, 2209. The day everything went to hell. I remember only fragments. It was a scary day.
Why be outside when you can
Singing
be
rain
inside
song.
enjoying?
Nella claims those towers release chemicals that keep the populace subdued and compliant, but her argument is self-defeating. She breathes the same air and she is not compliant. I don't know if they should stop selling dream machines altogether, but more and more people are getting addicted. Something must be done. I know dream machines are supposed to be safe after that whole plot to control humanity was exposed, but looking at those dream junkies, I'm not so sure. A dream junkie, hooked up to the dream machine and lost in dream time. It's a drug, and it's dangerous. A dream junkie, addicted to dream time. They're all over the place. It's becoming a massive problem. I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous, and I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help.
The ocean looks so beautiful from here, so peaceful. The edge of the world. I can see beyond the edge. I can see infinity.
Europe needs compassion.
A little further.
Europe needs change.
A little bit further.
Europe
Almost
needs
there
a
now.
helping hand.
Almost there.
Europe needs unity.
I'm home.
Europe needs
This is home. This is wonderful. It looks just like how I wanted it to look. Everything's perfect. I'm home now. The ocean looks so beautiful from here. So peaceful.
There's nothing I can do.
I can see the edge of the world.
I think just disconnecting them from the dream machine could be dangerous, and I'd probably get beaten up for trying to help. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Cheery stuff. Pandemonium, the domain of demons. Also Mirror and Wit. This used to be Propast Auto Service. It's now an underground hack shop operated by Mirror.
refresh yourself with a refreshing new limited edition ink.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Cheery stuff.
Fountain is an endless
The ferry's been beached by the Eye clampdown. The ferry usually shuttles people across the river as an alternative to the bridges, the underpass and taxis, but it's been shut down by the Eye. The ferry's been beached by the Eye clampdown. The ferry usually shuttles people across. Looks like he's in charge of the ferry. The ferryman, I guess. Looks like he's in charge of the ferry. The ferryman, I guess.
On any other day, I'd be telling you to step aboard and hold tight. When I ring the bell, the ferry will take you across. But there'll be no bell ringing now that the Eye has shut down all unauthorized traffic in and out of Propast. My bell has been silenced. I have no purpose in life.
You're saying the ferry crosses when you ring the bell?
Precisely. Except there will be no bells rung today.
Sure, but back to the whole mechanic behind it. This is an automated ferry that's triggered by the sound of a bell.
That's the way it works, I ring this bell, the ferry crosses. I ring it again, the ferry comes back. Simple, really.
Instead of, I don't know, you remote controlling the ferry via your iris.
I don't believe in integrated tech. I believe in keeping old traditions alive.
Right. So you sound the bell and this completely automated robotic ferry crosses the river.
Aye, that's the gist of it.
Just to make sure I got this right.
Aye?
You ring the bell, the ferry crosses.
Aye. Well, not today. The Eye has shut down...
But that's you not ringing the bell. The ferry is still fully operational. It's just awaiting the tolling of the bell.
Aye, but if I sound the bell and the ferry crosses, the Eye might take my licence away.
Let's hope that doesn't happen. Just to make sure I got this right.
Aye?
You ring...
Aye.
But...
Aye.
Let's hope... Before last year, I was never that into Crowboy. I don't know what happened, but now I find him adorable.
I don't know. I'm not really into the whole rêver couture thing. I dream my own dreams or grab whatever's in the top 10 user-created dreams on DreamNet. Why pay?
DreamNet? I don't trust those third-party services. You jailbroke your dreamer?
It's my dream machine, Atze. I'm free to do whatever I want with it.
Not sure Watty Corp would agree with that. You've only bought a license to use it.
Let them try and pry that thing out of my hands, Atze. I paid Moza for the dreamer. It's in my home. It's mine to do whatever I want.
I'm with you, Sergei. I'm not going to risk frying my brain with unlicensed dreams. And besides, you can't get Roya's Dreamweaves on DreamNet. Only on the official Dream Store.
Well, I've heard Roya makes dreams for DreamNet under an assumed name.
That's Chungo, not legal at all, Babbo. Why would he do that? He makes millions from the Dream Store. I don't buy it.
I don't know, Atze. It's what I hear.
All this talk about dreams makes you want to go home and log into Dreamtime.
This is one thing we can agree on.
I got nothing. What's the plan?
We should head to a Zapple bunker tonight.
Hey, let's get some brew from Picole first. I'm up for a fresh kit before the camp's drinking.
Word.
He looks really familiar. I've seen him somewhere before. Who is that? Do I know him? Yeah, screw the career, the campaign, and my boyfriend. It's party time for Zoe. No. It's the middle of the day. I haven't reached the tipping point quite yet. Much as I'd like to spend the rest of my day getting drunk and dancing on tables, no. Much as I'd like to spend the rest of my day getting drunk and dancing on tables, no. He looks really familiar. Yeah, screw the career, the campaign, and my boyfriend. It's party time for Zoe. That right there is why I don't use a dream machine and why I think they're so dangerous. The only way to help dream junkies is to forcibly disconnect them and put them in rehab. But who's going to pay for that? Not Watty Corp. They've lost jobs, homes, all because they're addicted to Dreamtime. It's really scary.
The new dream machine by Watty. Greetings, consumer. You are looking absolutely radiant today. May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Watty dream machine?
I wonder what will happen if I ask for the full sales pitch. If it shuts this thing up, I'll ask for the 3-second pitch. I don't have time to listen to this ad bot right now. Ugh, annoying. Yes, I do have a minute, and I am interested in learning more about the Dream Machine. Please give me your whole pitch. Leave nothing out.
The new Dream Machine by Watty provides a safe and productive way to entertain yourself, alone or together with friends. Watty's official dream store offers a wide selection of designer-created dreams, tailored to your every need and desire, including mature dreams for adult dreamers. The new Dream Machine also offers an easy way to create your own dreams with pre-made templates and easy building blocks. And now, with version 3.0 of DreamOS, you can simply reveal your most intimate desires, and a personalized dream will be created for you instantly. The Dream Machine by Watty is your portal to a world of infinite entertainment and services. With the new Dream Machine, you will never have a reason to leave home again. Hungry? Thirsty? In need of immediate medical assistance? A simple sub-vocalized command opens a window to Watty's AI support, serving your every need. The new Dream Machine by Watty is all this and more. Order now by simply saying, "I want to dream," followed by your full name and citizen registration number. Corp is not responsible for any personal injury or bodily harm that may occur to you or others in your household by staying connected to Dreamtime for prolonged periods of time. Corp retains the right to share your dreams and innermost desires with selected partners.
I have a dreamer already, thanks all the same.
My pleasure. Happy dreaming. Greetings, consumer. You are looking absolutely radiant today. May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Watty Dream Machine?
Ugh, if it shuts this thing up, I'll ask for... Okay, fine, but make it super brief.
Escape with the new Watty Dream Machine. Now with personalized dreams, giving you the experience you...
That's enough. I'll think about it.
Thank you for your time, and sweet dreams. Greetings, consumer. You are looking absolutely radiant today. May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Watty Dream Machine?
If it I wonder what... Sorry, I'm in a rush.
Sweet dreams, consumer. Greetings, consumer. May I have a minute of your time to tell you about the new Watty Dream Machine?
Ugh, go away, leave me alone, and never come back.
Unable to comply with request. Please contact Watty Corp Customer Relations for a complete list of compatible interactions. Requests for sexual favors will be logged and reported to the appropriate authorities. Watty Corp ad bots do not talk dirty or perform fellatio. Watty Corp ad bots will also not commit murder unless authorized to do so. Requests for a person, animal, or bot to be assassinated will be logged and reported to the appropriate authorities.
Stand up against our corporate overlords.
Stand up against our corporate overlords.
They can't shut us down or silence us. The Eye watches, but who watches the Eye?
Our rights are being violated. I won't stand for this.
Down with
Neither
the
should you.
syndicate! This is unacceptable. The Eye needs to dismantle the checkpoints
watches,
and leave
but who
ProPass
watches the
immediately.
Eye?
It was the articles from the hand that
Down with the
feeds
syndicate!
made me realize I have to take a stand and be heard.
They're not going to get away
Grant
with this.
us liberty
Fascists.
from corporate tyranny. I can't even get a permit to visit my sister across the river. How crazy is that?
Liberty from corporate tyranny. Down with the...
Who is that? Do I know him? I've seen him somewhere before. He looks really familiar. Who is that? Do I know him? It's the middle of the day. I haven't reached the tipping point quite yet.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Pruder. You need to turn back and head home. So what did he do? He turned back.
Excuse me.
That right there is why I don't use a dream machine and why I think they're so dangerous.
Decide on a direction already.
I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labour camp. I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labour camp. I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labour camp. Hey, I know, I'm on my way, honest.
With my lunch?
Of course. Pff, who do you take me for, Miss Distracted?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly who I take you for.
Oh, ye of little faith. 5 minutes, tops.
Right. And you do know where the office is, right?
I'm bad with directions, granted, but, you know, come on.
All right, just checking. Keep the river on your left and you'll find it eventually.
Oh, go away. Oh, and see you soon. I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labour camp. A building filled with dream machines? Yeah, no. The metro's been closed a couple of days. We were lucky we managed to escape to Trieste when we did. 1 day later, bye-bye holiday. I don't have any reason to leave Propas, but Reza will have to take an air taxi to get anywhere. The metro's been closed a couple of days. We were lucky we managed to escape to Trieste when we did. 1 day later, bye-bye holiday. My theory is that they were built as a practical joke. They won't let anyone through those checkpoints without authorization, and to get authorization, you need to cross the checkpoints. Kafka would be so proud. Checkpoint. I haven't filed the paperwork to get through there. More and more checkpoints each day. Soon we won't be able to go anywhere without proper papers. Checkpoint. I haven't filed the paperwork to get through there.
Unless you're on your way somewhere, I advise you to stay off the streets.
The Eye's provisional headquarters in Propast. The Syndicate took over that building last week. That used to be university housing. Now it's the headquarters of the corporate police. Irony? No. Looks like the Eye's here to stay. The Eye's provisional headquarters in Propast. The Syndicate took over that building last week. Officers employed by the Syndicate, which works for the corporations. And around it goes. Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets. It's the middle of the day. I haven't reached the tipping point quite yet.
Weren't you heading out to District this week?
Yeah, but the I revoked my travel pass last minute. I'm stuck here, Bruder.
That's actually happening. And I thought it was just rumors.
It's happening. And not just me. Half of our team is stuck. We're running circles trying to find out who to send to Berlin.
Sacred Christ, what's going on?
I'm thinking the elections. The Blues trying to stay in control for as long as possible.
I don't see it. The Alliance may be weak, but they're not stupid.
Oi, Atze. Anais is a Marxist.
Seriously? Christ reborn, Bruder. I've been telling you, you need to cut your losses there. Can we help you with anything?
What do you want, Hoka?
Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats. There's nothing you can't get in the souk. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks. Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats.
Masala.
There's nothing you can't get in the souk. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks. A dream junkie, hooked up to the dream machine and lost in dream time. It's a drug, and it's dangerous. Whatever it is, it's top quality stuff. Top quality yuckiness. Oh, it's alive. Of course it's alive. I mean, it's the souk. If you're looking for gross stuff, the souk never fails to deliver. Whatever it is, it's top quality stuff. You touch it, you bought it. And I'm not buying that. You touch it, you bought it. And I'm not buying that.
Hello, my friend. You're not in a rush, are you?
Oh, it's alive. Of course it's alive. I mean, it's the souk.
Shalom. What are you looking for? There's no finer selection or better prices anywhere in the shop, so why go elsewhere?
Stock quotes, weather reports, secret encoded messages, camel racing results. I'm betting on secret encoded camel racing results. Stock quotes, weather reports, secret encoded messages, camel racing results. No one can agree if it's the shuk or the souk, but that's as far as the Discord goes. May look dodgy, but the souk, shuk, whatever, is a pretty harmonious place. If you're looking for gross stuff, the souk never fails to deliver.
We have the best Eurotech, straight off the Mumbai back tracks.
The salespeople here are mostly Arabic or Jewish. They sell mostly tech and biotech, and, ooh, carpets. The salespeople here are mostly Arabic or Jewish. They sell mostly tech and biotech, and, ooh, carpets.
I've seen you around before, you're local. I have local prices for locals. Best deals in all of Europolis, guaranteed. You look like a nice girl. I'm sure you want the very best quality at the lowest prices. You've come to the right place, my lovely friend. Shalom, what are you looking for? There's no finer seller. Always in such a hurry.
Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats. Whatever it is, it's top quality stuff. Top quality yuckiness.
Salam. How can I say? Anything in particular you're looking for? Just let me know. You can look, but you cannot touch. Touching is not. You touch it, you go.
No one can agree if it's the Shook or the Souk, but that's as far as the Discord goes. May look dodgy, but the Souk, the Shook, whatever, is a pretty harmonious place.
Whatever you need, just let me know. I'll have it. Very special. Just take your time. My wares hold up to all special. Salam. How can I? Anything in particular?
I'm actually a bit worried about Frida. She's on the Dreamer all the time. Like, non-stop.
Entspann, Bruder. It's geil. It's bomb. Don't get your keks all twisted.
Idiota, I'm being serious. I'm shattered from being the only one taking care of the kids.
So just buy them a dream machine. They'll think it's mega guy.
Not helpful, cousin. Not helpful at all.
No one can agree if it's the Shook or the Souk, but that's as far as the Discord goes. May look dodgy, but the Souk, the Shook, there's nothing you can't get in the Souk. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks. Biotech, fat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats. There's nothing you can't get in the Souk. Unless you're looking for cheap trinkets and fake antiques, then yeah, the bricks.
What's the hurry? Farewell, my friend.
Biotech, fat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats. The Eye. Keeping Propass safe, or, you know, under constant surveillance.
Pardon me.
You're disrupting traffic. Keep walking.
It's the only temple in Propast. It's a lot bigger on the inside. It's the only temple in Propast. It's a lot bigger on the inside. I don't think there's a service today. I don't think there's a service today.
Why the hurry? Stop for a moment.
Wake up!
A dream junkie, addicted to dream time. They're all over the place. It's becoming a massive problem.
I'm flying. I'm floating. I'm living the dream. I'm never logging out of dream time. I'm never going back to reality. Never, never, never. Just leave me alone.
There's nothing I can do.
Best dream.
More and more checkpoints each day. Soon we won't be able to
You
go
would not
anywhere
want me
without
to
proper
arrest you for
papers.
loitering.
Marta Rebus comes across as an intelligent and informed candidate, but she doesn't stand a snow cone's chance in Hades.
I'm just a guy with guitar.
I've seen him somewhere before.
You know, she
That's
gets
the
a lot
hand
on
that
the
feeds
other, but
logo.
Rebus is straight
It's conveniently pointing
up.
the way to the
I think I'm voting
entrance.
manifesto this election.
That's the hand that feeds
Marxists.
logo. It's conveniently pointing the way to
What's
the
the
entrance.
alternative, eh? Konstantin Wolf?
There's Uminska.
She's weak. She points wherever the prevailing wind blows. I'm sticking with the Alliance.
The Blues? That's just gross.
Huh, funny. What's wrong with Dieter Gross and the Alliance? Better the evil you know than the evil you don't.
A clean slate is the only way to go. Someone with no hand in the corporate pockets. Say whatever you want about Marta Rebus and Manifesto, they got no ties to the syndicate.
No, they're on their own. No support from anyone. The Marxists make a lot of noise, but what does it amount to? Just a lot of noise. Uminska is the only choice that makes sense.
At least no one here is voting Kaiser Constantine and European Dawn, right?
Ugh, talk about gross. I read in the hand that Wolf's been on trial twice for rape. Acquitted, but artsy, seriously.
The Kaiser gets no vote from me. He's a Gapfadama Puta, that one.
What's up, Swa? I don't care, as long as we end up clubbing. I'm up for a bit of bright sign.
Sounds super, Bon. Let's head to a Garito first for some broa.
I'm down with that. We can lay a super plan over Bira.
Fuck off. And fuck reality. I don't need reality. I have everything I need in here. In dream time. All my friends are here. They've come back. My family. My children. They're all here. They all love me. This is the one and only reality. This is my reality. I'm staying here, so just fuck off.
The Hand used to come out every few weeks, but they recently took on more
This leads
full-time
straight back to
journalists and
NPR.
switched to a daily feed.
That's where it stops, huh? I can't. Registered trademark of the revolutionary.
The Boyfriend, working hard to save the world, one story at a time.
What does that even mean?
We've had our ups and downs, Reza and I. Things are going. They're going. We'll find out where soon enough. It's been a tough transition for the both of us. Relocating to Propass, sharing a home, global conspiracies and comas. Lesser boyfriends would have bailed. It's been more complicated than I'd hoped, getting back together. I guess I didn't know Reza as well as I thought before moving here. Still, we'll figure it out. I have faith. I have that, at least. The Boyfriend, working hard to save the world. I know it's been a huge source of anxiety for Reza and Sully, but so far they've been successful. They still get to do the longer and more in-depth stories. Reza barely works less than 12, 14 hours a day, but at least he does a bunch of it from home. I get to see him, part of him, the part that is the back of his head. We've had our ups and downs, Reza and I. Things are going. They're going. Doing a daily version of the feed has taken its toll on Sully and Reza, and on our relationship. But I get it. I know it's important. I won't stand in the way of that. The Hand publishes at least 6 or 7 in-depth stories a day, with a full-time staff of 5 plus freelancers. I don't know how they do it. The Hand used to come out every few weeks, but they recently took on more full-time journalists and switched to a daily feed. Riots, demonstrations, it's all over the news. Europolis is really on the edge of something, and Propas gets the worst of it. You can't escape the clampdowns or the demonstrations. You're either watching the feeds or you're right in the middle of it. Sully keeps saying Europolis is a powder keg, and I understand what he means. Sooner or later, it's going to blow. Riots, demonstrations, it's all over the news. Europolis is really on the edge of something, and Propas gets the worst of it. Reza has a great friend and an amazing editor in Sully, and I wouldn't have lasted a month without his shoulder to cry on. Sully's the best. Good guy, Sully. I don't know what we'd do without him. I really wish we could do something for Sully. I know he was pretty depressed after the divorce. He'd never admit it, but he's really lonely. We need to find Sully a good woman. The best woman. Someone worthy of the best guy. Someone with personality and balls? Yeah, balls. Reza has a great friend and a good guy. I really wish we need to find Sully is honest, passionate, smart, and uncompromising. He's a crusader for truth, and he's the newsman Europolis needs. I'm a huge fan. Reza has a great friend, and it's been a tough transition for the both of us. Relocating to Propas, sharing a home, global conspiracies and comas. Lesser boyfriends would have bailed.
Smells good. You didn't have to bring me lunch, Zoe.
Good, because I didn't. This is for Reza.
And yet you come see me first. This tells me something.
You're enormous. You have your own gravity field. There's no escaping it. Talk to you after I've delivered this to my man?
I'd be...
What's up? Toppling governments and exposing corporate conspiracies?
Well, all in a daze. How was, you know?
Therapy? Therapeutic, I guess.
You guess.
I know he means well, but not in the mood for more psychotherapy. I wish he'd leave the psychotherapy for later, but I know he means well. Dr. Roman is really good. I don't know if it's helping. I don't remember anything.
But it's getting easier.
Easier? Sure. And sooner or later, I will remember some things. Everything. So what are you working on now?
A couple of things. A clampdown, mostly. There's tons of buzz about the syndicate shutting down parts of the metro, escalating identity checks, raiding news feeds. We're expecting the worst.
You're loving it.
I wouldn't say that, but it's exciting. We can make a difference.
I pray they try to raid a Hand.
Sully's already preparing the lawsuits.
We'll sue them for emotional trauma, unlawful intrusion, damages to property, interference with the free press. We'll sue them for 300 million yuan.
He's looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it. Bring it on.
On your way to the lab?
Ready to get rid of me already? I bring lunch. Cheese soup, the usual.
I forgive you. You can stay as long as you don't talk to me. I need to finish this story.
The clampdown?
No, that new Bingo Dreamer soft drink. Apparently they fast-tracked EFSA approval and skipped a few steps. Some customers have reported seeing the bingo dingo after drinking a can. We'll probably get it pulled from vending machines.
That's my boyfriend, getting fizzy drinks yanked from store shelves.
I'm a modern-day Gilgamesh, saving the world from hallucinogenic sugar water. Thanks for lunch. I appreciate it. I guess I'm making dinner.
You guessed correctly, Ziamal. Oh, I won't be home until later. I'm volunteering.
Any special requests?
Nothing heavy. Have the membranes been repaired?
I queried the building net, but no reply. Prepare for the worst.
I can't believe we don't live in a climate-controlled apartment. As soon as I get a raise, we're moving.
I don't want to leave Propast.
No, I like the neighborhood. But a more modern building would be nice. No more sunny living at Sonnenschein Plaza by Original Consumer Goods. Anyway, lunch. Here, I have to run.
Have fun at the lab. Say hi to Wallflower?
Ada. Ada! Come on! She's the best. She's fun. Once you get to know her.
Fun.
She's so smart and a really nice person.
Right. A nice person.
Yeah, that's right. Nice. And I'm going to invite her over soon. And you will be nice, and it will be nice, and we will have fun. Rez?
Just a sec. Hey, what's up?
I didn't check with Reza if he was happy with my choice of lunch. This could have major consequences. Lunch is the most important meal. Food okay?
The food? Oh, food. Yeah, I haven't started eating yet, but, cheese soup? My favourite. Can't go wrong with cheese soup. I'll get to it in a minute. I just have to finish up this section.
Reza promised to make dinner tonight. This is usually a cause for celebration. And not just because I'm lazy and prefer to sit on the couch while my man toils away in the kitchen. What's for dinner?
Really? This is what you interrupt me for? To ask about dinner? What's for dinner is surprise, is what?
That's not food. That's not even English. I thought you said you were a journalist.
A scribbling, they call it here in Europolis. When in Rome, Zoe.
Rome was never part of Europolis, smart-ass. Rome's the capital of the Imperium. Says so on all the signs pointing to there.
Now who's the smart-ass? FYI, Rome's just a ceremonial seat of the Imperium. Barcelona is the political capital. Learn to read the signs properly.
What was Reza working on again? A story about hallucinogenic substances in bingo soft drinks. How's that story going?
You mean the story I told you about less than 5 minutes ago?
Just checking in.
It's going well, but it feels a bit inconsequential in the light of everything else that's happening.
Hey, come on. A soda that makes you see cartoon animals? That's big, man. Children could be drinking that.
Of course someone needs to write the piece, but that someone could be anyone. Like Sophia, she's the newbie.
And now you're doing it, and you'll do it well. There's no such thing as a worthless story. You told me that.
I lied. Of course there is, but... yeah... no, not this one. You're right, I shouldn't complain. It's not a sexy story, but it is important.
That's my boy. I know Reza's been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved here. I hope I haven't gotten in the way of their best friendship. How's Sully?
Good. Yeah, great. Right? I think he's doing good. I don't know.
Of course you don't. What do you guys talk about?
Work. Politics, corporations, the syndicate, the Eye, Kaiser Constantine, football.
Liar. Work stuff. That's all you talk about when you're out drinking.
Well, there hasn't been much of that lately. Out drinking.
I know. Because of us. Because of me.
What? No, of course not. And I mean... sure, we used to go out all the time, but that's because neither of us had a life. And Sully wasn't doing too well after the divorce. He's happy I have better things to do now than go out, get drunk, and have loud arguments about socioeconomics. He has better things to do as well.
Like what? Like work?
Work, okay, yes. But Sully lives for work.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But it's not my business. As long as you don't feel I'm getting in the way.
Hanging out with me was Sully's excuse to not hang out with anyone else. This way, sooner or later, he'll have to find a substitute. Hopefully one he can mate with.
Sure. But still, You guys should hang out on your own soon. No, actually, not soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're taking Sully out, and I'm finally going to unpack and get organised.
Sure.
Affirmative.
All right. I'll ask Sully.
We had such a lovely time in Trieste. Never mind the shitty hotel, the synthetic beaches, the awful food. It was just good with some time away. It's the first time since I moved here, the first time since we got back together. It was important. To us, to our relationship. Do you miss Trieste yet?
What? The 5-star hotel? The sandy beaches and the gourmet buffet? You know you're in Italy when you're eating fake pasta made from processed American corn.
I guess not.
I'm just joking, babe. It wasn't about any of those things. It was nice being away with you.
It's not like we can afford anything fancier.
And we don't need it. It was great. Really. I got to see the sun and you in a bikini.
And I got to see you in a black t-shirt and jeans, hiding out in the shade with a book. It was pretty awesome.
Next time, I promise we'll rent an island in the Philippines.
You don't have to promise that. But since you did, I'll hold you to it forever. I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering tonight, but I'll remind him just in case, because I don't think I did. Did I? I told you I'm volunteering tonight.
You did not. And I'm not sure politics is something you should worry your pretty little head about, sweetheart.
Jesus, don't do that voice again. Psycho doesn't suit you.
I guess there's a reason I'm scribbling and not a stand-up comedian.
You'd guess right. Scribbling. I'll never get used to Europolis slang.
Don't be a dully minette. You go on and hang with your sozy Intello clique tonight. I'll be a stay-at-home Minet cooking your booth.
Pretty good. Or should that be lekker, super bon? Also, don't do that again. Really creeps me out.
Tamam.
I really should get going. I have things to do, places to be, and Reza seems impatient to get back to work. I should get going. I shouldn't keep Ada waiting at the lab. She's always so patient, but I feel awful when I'm late.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not keeping you.
I know, or me. Bye. Good guy, Sully. I don't know what we'd do without him. It's been more complicated than I'd hoped, getting back together. I guess I'd... Oh, sure, I'll just start writing a story about, let's see, memory loss, living in denial, daddy issues. I've got plenty of personal experience to draw on. Oh, sure, I'll just start writing a story about, let's see, memory loss, living in denial, daddy issues. I've got plenty of personal experience to draw on.
My favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Sully is the sweetest. I know he likes me, but he tries so hard to keep it light and friendly. I love him. Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his bluff. Is that all you see? A walking cliché? That hurts, man.
I see a potentially very scary person.
I'm a scary manic pixie dream girl?
What can I say? You transcend cliches.
Yeah, fuck you too. You look awful, by the way. What happened?
A wedding.
Finally. Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish vodka.
Oh, that does sound awful.
I take it you haven't been to a Polish wedding. It was fantastic. It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other, it was incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Yeah, urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides, my skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
You're a child of Propas, Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. If anyone knows what's going on, it's Sully. He prides himself on staying on top of the news cycle. What's going on with these eye clampdowns everyone's on about?
Jesus wept those baton heads. It's insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bucking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the syndicate. They don't need something as banal as reasons. They want people off the streets and hooked up to their dream machines.
You think that has something to do with it?
Yes, no, maybe. Mouse your rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watikop holds a lot of sway over the syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overbukyu in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Sully?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers. Take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
Are you busy?
Busy, but never too busy for you. What's on your mind?
Sully mentioned he went to a wedding this weekend. I wonder how that turned out. He only got divorced last year. Whose wedding were you attending?
Some old uni friends with whom I used to ingest copious amounts of vodka. We celebrated our reunion by ingesting copious amounts of vodka. By the end of the evening, the bride and groom weren't quite clear on who had married whom.
Did you end up with one of the bridesmaids?
I ended up with the best man.
Oh, interesting.
Sharing not a bed, but a bottle. Though I do recall telling him I loved him at some point. The bridesmaids, alas, were all engaged.
They were all getting married?
They were all otherwise engaged.
Oh? Oh, right. Sully makes a lot of jokes about liking me. I know he's lonely. He had a bad breakup, and I'm not sure he's even tried to look for anyone in the last year. So are you seeing anyone yet, Sully?
Seeing anyone? I see people every day. I'm surrounded by them. I have no need to see more people.
This is why you're not seeing anyone. You're a closed book.
And a weighty, dusty one, written in longhand in a long dead tongue by an inebriated monk. In other words, a bocking masterpiece.
I've heard enough. Friday, you're coming over for dinner. I'm inviting Adala.
No. No.
Fuck your no.
Fuck my no? Fuck your fuck to my no.
Sully, we can do this forever. Or I can just tell Ada you're coming, and then you'd be a real ussy if you didn't show. Friday night, bring wine.
I'll bring vodka. I'll need vodka. Copious amounts of vodka.
Bring whatever you want, as long as you bring your gut with you.
Kiss my gut.
What's that?
Nothing. Friday, dinner, vodka. My long, slow, agonizing death by oafishness.
I still don't know why the corporate police would be harassing Nella. Sully probably knows more about what the Eye is up to than most people. The Eye was bothering my friend Nella this morning.
The Marxist with the food cart. I like her. She has fire. Yes, they have been going after a lot of political activists lately.
Why? The Eye serves the syndicate, not the government.
The lines are blurring. The Corps have representation in Parliament and in every major political party. They're basically running the show. But I think what the Eye is up to has less to do with politics in general and more to do with control. The corporations want passive consumers. They don't want activism or political upheaval. They don't want anything to change. Change is bad for business. So they're trying to quell discontent, silence the opposition. It's just business. And business as usual. But it does feel like there's something more to it this time around. Maybe it's the elections, maybe something else. We'll keep digging until we strike oil or unleash the bats of hell.
Sully doesn't seem worried that the Eye or the authorities will shut down the hand that feeds, even though they keep poking a sleeping bear with a stick. So you don't think they'll just shut you down once you publish your story?
What, the Eye, Parliament, Europolisu, Watercorp, the Syndicate, Mr. London and the criminal underworld, Dieter Gross and the coalition of pasty white males, Kaiser Constantine and his European Dawn goons. Pick your poison. They all want us dead and gone. But the hand has been around for a decade, and it'll be around for a decade from now. If I'm shut down, others will take over. The hand has a life of its own, and it's ferocious.
Isn't this different, though? I can't remember things being this bad before.
Everyone thinks now is different, but it's not. Now is the same as before, same as how it will be. Corporations rule, governments are corrupt, crooked politicians rise to power, and organized crime feeds off them all like tapeworms. When we have this conversation in 20 years, you'll understand what I mean.
I've seen change. I remember the collapse, how that affected everything and everyone.
Before the collapse, things were the same as they are now. It changed things then, and for a little while, but gravity reasserted itself. The Bok sank once more to the bottom.
Did I ever tell you you're such a sunny, positive guy, Sully?
I am a positive guy. Positive about the realities of life. I adjust my expectations accordingly. And I'm rarely disappointed.
Sully and Reza have been friends for as long as I can recall. I hope me coming here hasn't gotten in the way of their friendship. How is Reza doing?
That pale, skinny, good-for-nothing Colo of yours. One morning you'll wake up and he would come running after you. He loves you, that dully.
He'd better. We've had our ups and downs.
You're worried you've stolen him away from me?
No, not that. But, yeah.
Zoe, look, I joke around a lot. But here's the thing. Before you came, Reza was buried in his work. He was obsessed with it. It was doing bad things to his reporting. A good journalist knows the importance of distance. You give him that. And perspective, too. He is more well-adjusted now. I can finally enjoy his company. So you did us both a favor, really.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Still, the man is a warm-touching trauma. You'd be better off with a realist like me.
Oh, I know. It's always nice talking to Sully, but I really should be heading out. I should get going, Sully.
How was work?
Yeah, good. It's great working with Ada. Adala. My project head? She's unbelievably smart. She just needs to get out more.
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, all right. But anyway, I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad I decided to continue my coursework. I wasn't so sure a month ago.
You'll be able to pick and choose between jobs when you're done. The Corps are always hungry for bioengineers.
This is true. See you Friday, yeah?
You're an enjoyable distraction, Miss Castillo.
So are you, Sully. Rez?
What's going on?
I should get going. I really should get to work.
You really, really should.
And who's Jacob McCallan? After the... I should have never pitched this story. It's gonna be the death of me.
I stay awake and dream all night.
But your dreams don't
I dream about tomorrow.
with the new body dream
How
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in ProPass. Hey, you lost? Yee-haw, I got a hankering for giving you directions.
Can you show me how to get to the elevated walkways above Caprova?
Sure thing, miss. Which section are you looking to traverse today?
The cul-de-sac right above the metro station.
Well, shucks, that ain't no problem whatsoever. Nothing there worth checking out unless you just like the view. But here you go, sweetheart. I hope you get to where you're going. And if you ever get lost again, you know Crowboy's got your back.
The new dream machine by
the
Watch
singing
opens
rain
up
song
events.
over and over.
I synthesized a new version of the algae this weekend, based on our design from last week. It's stabilizing really well.
Oh, that's... Good morning, Ada.
Oh, yes. Good morning. Take a look at the algae. I think you'll be happy.
I'm so lucky I ended up with Ada as my project supervisor. She's super talented and the sweetest person, once you get to know her. At first, she can be a bit, haughty. She was a doctoral student in the Bioingenering department when I went to Cape Town, the first time I went to Cape Town. I only knew of her, we never talked. Everyone thought Ada was arrogant and aloof. Turns out she's just very focused and very, very shy. She's still an introvert, but totally comfortable with that. Ada's the best bioengineer I know. Well, after Dad. Once Ada is done with her postdoc work, I'm sure she'll be up there with the best in the world. That's the cutest bot I've ever seen. I want one. That's the cutest bot I've ever seen. I want one. That's looking good. Just like our model.
Just like your model. The transmutation rate is at 150% of the previous model and holding steady, masha'Allah. I think we're ready for a test.
Test? Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe we should run another simulation, or 20?
There's nothing to be worried about, Zoe. So far, your models have performed admirably. There's no reason this won't work in an organic environment.
That organic environment is a river that runs through my neighborhood, a very, very public river.
The permits are all in order?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. If this fails...
It won't.
If it does, my failure will be staring me right in the face every morning.
Failure is how we succeed. We won't know until we try. And if we fail, we try again.
We? Me? I'm the one who has to live with the consequences.
Zoe, you decided to go back to school, finish your degree. That was a choice you made, and it was the right choice. Now, part of that is facing the possibility of failure. Failure will always be a part of the job, part of life. And you're right. The models won't always hold up. The river is a chaotic environment. The algae might die. It might do something completely unforeseen. Allahu Alam. And if the river does turn pink, you've learned something. We go back to the models, we try again. You should be proud of the choice you made, and you should embrace the consequences, no matter how embarrassing or trying they may turn out to be. I'm done talking now. That was a lot more words than I'd intended.
Yeah. Wow. Good ones, though. Those were good words.
Ready to do some science?
You bet. But if that river turns pink, you're running the next set of tests.
Deal. By the way, I did leave the lab this weekend.
Don't tell me. You went clubbing?
I don't drink, or dance, or enjoy the company of people. No, I went shopping.
I knew I hadn't seen that outfit before. It's beautiful.
That's not... Well, yes, I did also get these clothes. Thank you. But more importantly, I purchased a refurbished bot to help with the tests.
From Mira?
You recommended her?
I think my exact words were, Mira's insane, I wouldn't trust Mira with my money, please don't buy a bot from Mira, you will regret it.
She's close and cheap. So, here's the bot. You're taking the bot with you to run tests. Say hello to bot.
Hello, bot.
Hello.
Oh, that is so cute. You're so cute.
Thank you.
Glad to see you're getting along. You know what to do.
Science?
Science. I'll see you afterwards, inshallah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. You're coming for dinner on Friday.
Dinner?
At our place. We're having a friend over.
In that case, no.
Oh, come on. Rez is cooking.
In that case, maybe.
Is my cooking that bad? Don't answer. And it's just a friendly thing. I'm not trying to play Cupid.
Really?
Just a pinch of Cupid. Cupid light.
Mm-hmm. I'll think about it.
Hey, Ada?
I'm rather busy, Zoe. What is it?
I don't believe Ada's been back to Cape Town since we started working together. I'm guessing she needs the occasional FaceTime with her mentor. I should go down myself once the clampdown's been lifted. Not looking forward to it. On the positive side, I do get to see David and Kat again. Are you heading down to the university anytime soon?
I'll wait until we get the results back. Maybe in a week or two.
Do you miss it?
What, the university or the city? I like working here. It's just the two of us and the work is interesting. I don't miss anything or anyone.
How about home?
Ghana? I go back to Tamale twice every year to visit my father. I don't have time to miss it.
I miss Casablanca.
Can't you visit?
It's not the same, and Gabrielle doesn't live there anymore. We're not on speaking terms.
I'm sorry about that. You should always strive to be on speaking terms with your parents.
Yeah. Easier said than done. I get the feeling Ada hasn't quite taken to Europolis yet, and I don't think she ever will. She's much happier in the lab than out in the city. I'm sure she'd be even happier back at CTU. She'll probably get a professorship after she's done with the postdoc project. Do you like living in Europolis?
I'm at the lab from morning to evening, and my flat is a couple of minutes away. I don't see much of the city.
That's true. All I see on a daily basis is Propast, which is why I think it's important to get around once in a while.
I go to mosque in Haskovo every week, I visit Cape Town every month, and I go home to Tamale twice a year. I don't have time for anything else. But Europolis will never be home. I will eventually go back to Africa, inshallah.
Ghana?
Maybe, maybe not. Wherever life takes me.
We've been working together for a couple of months. I wonder what Ada thinks of my work and performance so far. Am I going to look needy if I ask her? Can't hurt to ask. How do you feel I'm doing?
We've worked together for a little over 1 month. It's too early to give you an assessment.
Not even an indication?
This is all in your hands, Zoe. I see your passion for bioengineering, but you've also been away from your studies for a long time. You have a lot of catching up to do. And I also sense that you are hesitant about your life.
That's true. Before the coma, I was completely lost. Now I'm not, but I'm still unsure about the future, about my choices.
Have faith in your choices. Stand by them. None of us can know where life will take us or what consequences our actions may have. All the more important, then, to make every choice with conviction.
You're right, and I feel this was the right choice for me. Ada never talks about her life outside the lab. I don't know if she has one. I feel I should try to engage her a bit, get to know her better. Maybe introduce her to some people. Do you get to see your friends often?
I don't have any friends here. I don't have a lot of friends anywhere. I've been very busy with my work.
I know. How about coming out with me once in a while?
I'm not an out sort of person. You know that. I'm more comfortable in the lab than in a cafe.
Yeah, I know. I respect that. I just feel that you're isolating yourself.
This is who I am. I'm happy being me. Thanks for your concern, Zoe, but I really have no need for many friends.
It would be just like Ada to bail on dinner at the last minute. I know she doesn't want to go, but it's my mission in life to make sure she has a good time, even if she hates every last second of it. You are coming for dinner on Friday, right?
Dinner with Reza and you is tolerable?
Tolerable? Oh, and don't forget our guest, Suleiman, Sully.
Reza's editor.
Kim?
No matchmaking, Zoe.
It's not. It's friendly. No pressure or expectations, but he is pretty great.
I'll be the judge of that. But yes, dinner. I look forward to it.
I can tell Ada's anxious to get back to work. I should just leave her to it. I'm heading out.
I'll see you tomorrow.
That's the cutest bot I've ever seen. I want one. This is all CTU's equipment bought with grant money. Once we're finished with the project, everything will be shipped back to Cape Town or sold to whoever takes over the lab. It's not the best equipment money can buy, but for a university graduate project operating on grant money, it's not half bad. Everything we need to genetically engineer synthetic algae. Everything we need to genetically engineer synthetic algae. She's the cutest in the world.
What are we doing today? Are we playing something?
No, we're... Actually, yes. Yeah, we're playing. Down by the river.
That's cool. I like playing. What are we playing today?
We're playing, take the algae for a swim.
Ow, gee. What are those?
They're tiny animals that live in the water, like fish.
Fishies. I like fishies. Fishies are cute.
Like fishies. Sure, works for me.
So what are the rules?
The rules are, that we need to find places where there's plenty of food for the algae, for the fishies.
Okay.
And the fishies eat...
Pollutants. I know. They process pollutants and excrete the chemical that cleans the river. Says so in my head.
Okay, yes, that's exactly what they do. We hope. So, okay, the algae, the fishies, need to be let out where there's enough pollutants. That way they will be well fed. Your job, the rules of the game are as follows. Look for parts of the river with pockets of pollution. We go there and test the water to see where to release the fishies. Finally, we let the fishies out for a walk.
Roger, Roger.
You really are the cutest.
Time to play.
Time to play. Can you do a flyover of the river from here and down to the end of the bricks?
That sounds like fun.
Send a live feed to my iris. Based on visual observation, I'll mark the areas where we can release the fishies.
Okie dokie.
Right there. That looks good. That's another one. You can come back now, kiddo. Awesome job. Was that fun?
It was fun. I like flying high. I get horseflies in my tummy.
Butterflies. How is that possible? You don't have a tummy.
They gave me one. For the butterflies.
Whoever made you did an amazing job. Okay, so let's head to the first test area. You ready?
You betcha. Let's go. Playtime. What are we doing?
We're taking the fishies for a swim. What I need you to do first is to run a detailed scan of this section of the river and tell me where there's a dense pocket of pollutants.
So you mean show you where there's food for the fishies?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Get out there before it's all gone. I know it's not that easy. Such a mindfuck. Believe me, I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying not to let go. I'm trying.
Done. What are we doing next?
The scan confirms there's a perfect spot for the fishies out there. I'll point you there using my iris. There. That's the spot. Release the package there. I mean, that's where we take the fishies for a walk. That's great. Now you... Watch out! The algae... Oh, that was close. Keep your eyes open, your sensors active. I don't want you to get crushed. But good job, kiddo. I'm getting a reading from the fishies. They're playing and having fun. Too bad the boat's in the way. We're not getting as much data as we'd like. Let's head to the next spot.
Yay. Let's pretend I'm the mum and you're the baby. Come with me, baby.
Okay, Mum. We did a good job deploying the algae. I'm looking forward to analysing the data. The algae are thriving and transmitting data back to the lab. We did a good job deploying the algae. I'm looking forward to analysing the data. Can't wait to see the results from the algae. So, who's your maker?
I'm a Say Shadry Maintenance Module 11 with a custom emoji face module.
Right, but your personality is definitely not part of the standard package. Who programmed you? It wasn't Mira, was it?
Oh, no. My maker is Wit.
Wit?
He works with Mira at the Pandemonium.
Oh, right. Really? Someone works with that woman?
He's very nice. He doesn't speak, but he's nice.
Now I'll really have to stop by there someday, just to meet this Wit. He did a good job with you.
Thank you. Should I start the scan?
You know the drill, kiddo.
Affirmative.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in ProPass.
She's the cutest in the world.
Scan complete. Do you have the map?
Yeah, those barrels are in the way. I don't want the readings to be affected. We need to figure out how to move those barrels.
Just tell me what to do.
I've seen him somewhere before. Queenie's Quintessentials. That's Queenie's shop, obviously.
Take a look at my merchandise. I'll see you soon.
I'm nobody. I feel so small and useless. I'm just some guy selling generic stuff from the Chinese market. That's it. I'll never sell anything.
They call it the Chinese market, but it's a mix of everything and everyone. Tempting, but I'm not hungry right now. I shouldn't. I'm in a rush. I should save my appetite for dinner. Stupid dinner.
Miss, madam, lady, hi there. You'll be back.
Today's special is deep-fried Cambodian tarantula. Can I get your baker's dozen?
We've got steaming hot xiaolong bao, sha gao, chong bing, best in Propas. What can I get you?
The best food in Propas comes from the street vendors and their food carts. Hands down, no contest.
See anything you like? Come again, anytime.
Building the new Europe? Because that went well. That boundless optimism was swiftly crushed by reality. I know they're supposed to project positive vibes, but I find those billboards super creepy.
Juicy double cow burger.
Good job, kiddo. Could you try pushing that barrel further out?
Sure.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in Propass. Map! Get your map here! Map!
It's too heavy. I can't move it. Did I lose the game?
Of course not. I'll figure something out.
Yay.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
Hey, can you grab that rope over there and give it to me?
I can do that.
Thanks, kiddo.
What are you going to do with it?
I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Is this part of the game?
Definitely.
What do I do now, Zooey?
Can you loop this rope over the barrel and secure it?
Affirmative. What do I do now, Zooey?
Attach the other end of the rope to the boat. Make sure it's tightly
You
fastened.
lost?
Yes.
No problem. I can
This
give you
is
directions
fun.
to anywhere in Propass.
That was so much fun, Zooey. What's going to happen now?
Well, for my brilliant plan to work, the boat has to move, but I'm not sure when that will happen. We may need to provide some incentive.
Hey, what are you doing? Leave that rope alone. No one yanks my rope, not on my watch, not with the eye having banned all traffic across the river.
He's upset.
He is. And also my brilliant plan failed. Something's not right with the plan.
Or just tell me what to do.
Stop it! Seriously!
He's upset.
He is. And also my brilliant plan failed. Something's not right with the plan.
Or just tell me what to do.
Let's have some fun.
Yay.
Fly over there and ring that bell for me, would you?
Affirmative.
I see what you're trying to do, little miss. It won't work. I'll call the eye on you both.
When the bell guy rings the bell, the ferry crosses the river. See that red lantern up there above the bell?
Where? Oh, yes, I do. Why?
Can you make it drop?
Isn't that illegal?
Remind me to have a the ends justify the means sometimes chat with you after. Yes. No. It's part of the game. Trust me.
Affirmative. He got mad.
He did get mad. Good job.
Systems to that
Not with, not because you made him mad, but with the lamp and the bell and the falling and the ringing of the bell. That whole thing.
It was fun.
If the cops show
What are
up,
we
I
doing
was
now?
never here. It was time to find a new job anyway. Something in chartered
Now you can let the little fishies go for a swim right over there.
Affirmative.
The algae are thriving and transmitting data back to the lab. Can't wait to see the results from the algae. Before the soda wars, there were a lot more soft drink flavours. I wouldn't know. I grew up with bingo. I'm a Bing girl. Bing girl? Whatever. The ferry's autonomous systems are hooked up to that bell somehow. Ring the bell, move the ferry. I'm getting a strong signal from the fishies. They're doing fine.
Are they eating?
Affirmative. They're eating.
Or are we done already?
Almost. For today. But we'll have more playtime soon.
Yay. Follow me, Zoe. I mean, baby. You're the baby, remember?
How could I possibly forget?
Hey, Kuttria. That's your bot.
What, me?
I'm looking right at you.
No, it belongs to my supervisor. Well, actually, our university.
University, of course. Robotics?
No, bioengineering.
Even better. You've been by my shop before.
Your mirror? Once, yeah.
If you're ever in the market for your own bot, stop by. I'll give you a very special price.
I don't think I'm...
Stop by anyway. Next week. Nice work with that bot battle. She's special. Take good care of her.
Are you really going to wear that? Dress for success, not failure. Franklin Fizz business casual for the self-respecting modern woman.
Back to the lab with both of us, kiddo.
Or...
Well, our game isn't done until we've reported back to Ada.
Oh, I'll show the way. Follow me.
Affirmative, Mum.
You don't have to pretend to be my baby anymore. I'm done playing that game.
Right.
We're home. It was great playing with you, Zoe. I hope we can play again sometime soon.
Me too, kiddo. Me too.
The river did not turn pink. That went better than expected.
I knew it. You had no idea if the algae was going to work.
I did not. Did it?
It's in the river and reacting positively to the environment. We should be receiving a data stream from the nanosensors.
Confirmed. In a week, we'll have a very good idea of survivability and transmutation success.
That's the cutest bot I've ever seen. I want one.
Good work, Zoe.
You synthesized the algae, not me.
Our research, your models. Accept the credit. It was well deserved.
Thanks. You're right, Ada. It's progress. We have a long way to go before I'm patting myself on the back, though.
I agree. But we've made enough progress for one day. I'm staying here to monitor the data for a while. You can head out.
Are you sure?
When I say I want to be alone, it usually means I want to be alone. I'll ping you if there are any discrepancies.
Please do. I'm heading over to the campaign office. See you tomorrow. Hiya.
Yes?
I'm heading out.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Hiya.
Yes?
I can tell Ada's anxious to get back to work. I should just leave her to it. I'm heading out.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Everything we need to genetically engineer synthetic algae. It's not the best equipment money can buy, but for a university graduate project operating on grant money, it's not half bad. We grow the algae in those tanks. The best part is having to clean them out and sterilize them between each batch, and by best, I mean the worst. I did some work with synthetic algae back when I was at CTU the first time. I always wanted to find an application for that work, and hey, here we are, with tanks full of algae. Tanks a lot. Pioneering humour. We grow the algae in those tanks. This is all CTU's equipment bought with grant money. Once we're finished with the project, everything will be shipped back to Cape Town or sold to whoever takes over the lab.
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that? It's so derogatory.
So, what did he do?
Много Европу по одному солнечному дню за раз.
I think those are meant to represent reaching for the sun, or maybe playing basketball? One of the two. OCG commissioned that holosculptor from Emma de Friche, which is just the weirdest coincidence. Then again, she is a really famous artist. It brightens up the place. This place does need brightening.
Напоминает вам, что прямой взгляд на наше солнце может вызвать слепоту и опухоли.
I think those are meant to represent reaching for the sun. Billions of people use the Dream Machine. I find that hard to comprehend. 1 in 5 people access dream time at least once a week. Madness. Like it or not, and I don't, you can't deny that Watty's doing a really good job selling their dream machines. Every day, more armoured vehicles. You'd think the Eye was preparing for war. There's no scenario with a happy ending where these things roll into action. I have a bad feeling about this. Every day, more armoured vehicles. You'd think
This
the
is
Eye
no
was
place
preparing
for a young
war.
lady.
A world of entertainment. Talk to me now for more information.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
My favourite Avant Cafe and Meta Brewery. It's a chain, yeah, but local to the Prague district and so much better than those Scandinavian omni-chains. The Kavana has a great selection of mate, isbiten, boricha and my favourite coca chai, and I'm starting to sound like an ad bod. Kavana's also a meta brewery, a self-referential and self-replicating auto brewery mixing unique and new flavours every day, never twice the same beer. Sometimes it tastes great. Other times it's like drinking raw sewage, but it's always exciting, so we hang out there a lot. Kavana, our local Avant Cafe and Meta Brewery. My favourite Avant Cafe and Meta Brewery. It's a chain, yeah, but local to the Prague district and so much better than those Scandinavian omni-chains. Home, sweet, well, no, just home. It's anything but sunny living, but we're happy there. Ish. Sunny living at the Sonnenschein Plaza Terraces by OCG. How could we resist? Home, sweet, well, no. Just home. After what Reza told me about that Dreamer soft drink, I'm never... No, I mean, I lie. I am a bit curious to try it. I mean, actually seeing the Bingo Dingo? It sounds awesome. Before the Soda Wars, there were a lot more soft drink flavours. I wouldn't know. I grew up with Bingo. I'm a Bing girl. Bing girl? Whatever. Eyes everywhere. I've never seen so many of them out on the streets. She looks familiar. I'm not into Grand Theft Auto or spending the next 10 years in a labour camp.
Pardon? Weren't you heading out of district this week?
Yeah, but the I revoked my travel pass last minute.
What do you want?
I'm actually a bit worried about Frida.
Disrupting traffic. Keep walking.
Why the hurry? Stop for a moment.
Not again. When did this happen?
Hey, Sisi. Last night, the officials even saluted the camera. Bloody Omegas. Think they're untouchable.
Do you need any help?
With this, I got it. There's more important things for you to do.
You should get a decommissioned military drone from Mira. Go ballistic on their asses. Yeehaw! Yeah, that'd teach him.
Behind this sweet facade lurks a lioness. It's tempting, but then we'd have to deal with the eye as well. I'll just keep cleaning up the mess until Constantine's goons admit defeat. Oh, by the way, Sissy, did you see the update? Aish! 2 points. Not bad. Not bad. Our biggest jump in weeks. Ha! 2 points. That's something to celebrate. Uminska invited all the managers to join her tonight in Warsaw for the live feed.
You going?
If I finish up in time, of course. When did I ever say no to a party? How was Trieste? I think I see a tan.
Good. They have this thing in the sky. I don't know what it's called. It's big and yellow and made of fire, and it's super hot. So awesome.
I remember the sun from Botswana. They have that there too. But it's much bigger and much nicer.
Meh, you're such a warm dusher, Baruti. Who needs the sun when you have the clammy, sticky heat of Propast in July? So what's the plan, Stan?
Today, there's delicate work to do. Do you know Queenie?
Queenie? No, I don't think... Wait. The Babka on the boat, out by the bricks?
That's her. Teta Queenie basically runs the Chinese market. She's the only one who dares stand up to Mr. London. When you meet Queenie, you'll understand. Everyone in the bricks respects her. Everyone in Propast. And that's why you're going to talk to her.
Me? Me? Baruti, you're so much better at this than me.
Even if that's true, I can't. I'm meeting with some local business owners from the Shuk. Pay Queenie our respects. Let her know that she's a friend to the party and that we're very happy with how she runs things. Ask if there's anything we can do for her.
And... I'm sensing an and. There's always an and.
Ask her for her support and endorsement. It will have a big impact on our campaign in this barrio.
So that's all. Beg one of the most powerful people in Propast for a favor.
That's all, Sissy. Easy, yeah? Oh, and you might need this.
Cryptocoin? What for? I have monies.
Have you ever shopped in the bricks, Sissy? Folks there aren't too fond of traceable funds. They prefer plata. Cash, not credit. And no banks.
Maybe I won't jump into the river from sheer embarrassment of making an ass of myself.
Makoya! When you come back, we're done for the day. I have a party to get ready for.
Baruti might be the happiest man in Europolis. Nothing ever gets him down. He's like a human robot of happiness. I admire Baruti. He has so much passion and enthusiasm for his job. For life. We're a bit too different to be close friends, but he's a joy to work with. Baruti Mafane, my campaign manager and Leia Uminska's biggest fan. There's nothing he wouldn't do for her. She's lucky to have him. Baruti might be the happiest man in Europolis, our campaign office. It's a hole in the wall, but Baruti has made it a very presentable hole in the wall. Our campaign office. It's a hole in the wall, but Baruti has made it a very presentable hole in the wall. I don't think there's a service today. I admire Baruti. He has so much passion and enthusiasm for his job. For life.
What's on your
We're
mind,
a bit
Sissy?
too different to be close friends. I don't think I ever asked Baruti how he ended up working for Leia Uminska and the Social Democrats. How did you end up working on the campaign?
Just a happy accident. I was working for a charity in Dresden, a support network for homeless teens. I'd only been in Europolis a couple of months. I was still learning the ropes. I honestly had no idea what I was doing. One day, Leia Uminska got in touch, asking how she could be of assistance to our charity. She'd just been elected leader of the party. We got to talking. She told me about her campaign. Of course, I was an arrogant ass. I told her everything I thought they were doing wrong. Humility wasn't in my blood back then. Afterwards, I figured, well, That's the last I'll ever hear from her. 2 weeks later, I get an offer from her campaign manager. They want me to join her team in Gdansk.
That must have been a good feeling.
I was scared, Sissy. I left Botswana because I was tired of doing things just for myself. I came to Europolis to help others, maybe do some good, for once. And now, suddenly, here I was, part of a movement to change the world. I wasn't prepared for it, but I couldn't say no. And I haven't for a single moment regretted that decision.
Baruti always speaks so warmly of Leo Minska. He must be her biggest and most loyal supporter. I don't think I can ever really understand that kind of dedication, especially when it comes to politics. It's impressive, almost humbling. How well do you know Minska?
I've known her for several years, professionally. It's not like we're friends. Although she did take me out to dinner once, to thank me for my help. She's guarded, not the warmest person in the world. I think that's where we need to improve. Help her to open up and be more human. Get voters to see the person behind the mask. I really do think she's the right person to run Europolis. And not just because the alternatives are so disturbing.
Every time I watch Konstantin Wolf speak, I get the shivers. The bad ones.
They don't call him Kaiser Konstantin for nothing. And Leia, Miss Uminska, she knows him better than most. She has to constantly stand up to him and his hooligans. She has to deal with incessant insults and slandering without sinking to his level. I don't envy her that position. She's not perfect. No one is. But she is the person in the world I respect the most, and I will follow her through thick and thin, to the very end. I owe her that.
Konstantin Wolf is Uminska's biggest opponent, and Baruti's nemesis. I don't know what he'd do if Wolf won the election. Probably leave and head back south. Are you worried Wolf could win?
Of course I'm worried. He is a snake, slippery and venomous. Wolf is a populist, a nationalist, a fascist. He claims he represents the people, but he only represents himself. And, of course, the corporations that are secretly backing his campaign.
I thought Wolf was anti-corporate. That's what he says in the ads.
That man has a lot of plata. Millions being channeled into his campaign. Where do you think that's coming from? He has the support of some very powerful people. The same people he bad-mouths in his manifestos.
I don't understand.
It's a show, Sissy. The corporate syndicate knows that Dieter Gross and the Alliance have lost any shred of authority and trust. They made a mistake there, and it's hurt them. With Wolf, they have a new strategy. He pretends to distance himself from the corps in order to represent the working people. He will berate the corps, claim that he's going to clean things up, put power back into the hands of the proletariat. But the truth is, he is even more in the pocket of the syndicate than Dieter Gross and the Blues. It's a brilliant strategy, as long as they can control him.
And you don't think they can?
He's more dangerous than they have reckoned with. He's two-faced, manipulative. Once he's clawed his way into power, he's capable of anything. He's created a cult of personality around himself. A very calculated fictional narrative that appeals to a lot of voters unhappy with the state of Europolis. The only thing we can do is try to expose his lies.
What?
I think I found something. I've been doing a lot of digging. Back in Botswana, I have connections high up in Bokamba Mesa. Family connections. There might be evidence of BM funneling funds into Konstantin's campaign, maybe even directly into his personal account. And if that's the case, we might finally have some real dirt on Kaiser Konstantin. At the very least, it would make people question his integrity and honesty. Now, if we're lucky, maybe even enough evidence for a criminal investigation.
I hope you're being careful, Baruti.
I am. Once I have concrete evidence, I'm giving it to your man, Reza. He can do the story, expose Wolf and his lies.
I'm sure the Hand will be very interested. But Baruti, please just stay low, okay? Kaiser Constantine is evil.
He is. And this is exactly why we have to fight him. We cannot back down, Sissi. To do so would be dishonest and cowardly.
I don't know much about Baruti and his life before we started working together. We've been friendly, but he knows a lot more about me than I do about him. And I am curious. What did you do before you came to Europolis?
I was a lawyer. Can you believe it? Corporate law, even. Eish.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I was good, too. I managed the family's trust in Johannesburg. My older brothers run things from Francistown, Gaborone, and the City of London.
How many brothers do you have?
4. And 3 sisters. We are 8 altogether. Same father, different mothers.
You're the youngest?
Youngest boy. I have 2 younger sisters. Twins. They aren't involved in the family business. But my older sister, Lesedi, is. We don't speak. She did not approve of my change of heart.
What happened?
What can I say? I finally saw what I was doing with my life. Existing only for myself. Obsessed with money, power, status. Also, I didn't agree with some of the investments we were making. The lack of ethics. So, one day I left it all behind. My job, my family, my fiancée. I had to make a clean break. It was too easy to simply fall back into the good life. I had to learn to struggle.
You don't miss them?
Every day, Sissi. Every day. I speak to Gosego from time to time, my second oldest brother, and the twins, of course. But the rest? They were disappointed and angry. They didn't understand. Never will.
7 siblings. Impressive work. I can't even begin to relate. Makes me wish I'd had siblings growing up. Well, I did. I just never knew. I can understand how he'd miss them all, especially the twins. Sounds like they were close. What do your younger sisters do?
Ah, the twins. They are wonderful, Sissi. You'd like them. They also jumped ship. Left the family business, but I don't think Father ever expected them to be a part of it. They live in Ireland now.
They're neo-Luddites.
Anarcho-primitives.
Cool. A friend from uni went feral for a few years. She told me all about it after she reintegrated. Apparently, there's no trains and the tribal council forbids air traffic.
There's one old ferry that runs daily from Liverpool, but that's all. And there's no wire connection to Ireland. We don't get to talk often, unfortunately.
What about your other siblings?
They're all in the family business. Corporate lawyers, financiers, like Father. My oldest sister, Lesedi, is second in command. When Father retires, she takes the reins. He keeps a tight leash on everyone. And when he can't, he cuts you off.
Your mother too?
We see each other now and then. But to Father, she was just another in a long line of baby mothers. Bought and paid for. They are separated. She shares an estate with the other ex-wives. It's an odd arrangement. But Mother knew what she was getting into. She's been well compensated. I think she's happy. In her way. Hey, what can I say? My family is crazy. Dysfunctional. It's what I wanted to escape from, Sissy. I didn't want to keep living that life, and I'm not one of them anymore.
Most people I know have an ambivalent relationship with Europolis, but Baruti seems to be very happy here. I wonder if that's just show. I don't get your enthusiasm for Europolis, Baruti.
You've only been here a few months, Sissy. It takes time to understand Europolis. It has a complicated, fragmented soul. Every district is its own organism. I find Propast fascinating. More so than the other districts I've lived in. Dresden, Gdansk, even Berlin. Propast has an old soul. There's real history here. But it's also where history is being rewritten. Where the new Europe is actually happening. That's another reason why I came here for the campaign. Propast is like a barometer for Europolis as a whole. Whichever direction the wind blows in Propast, the rest often follows.
Will you stay here after the campaign is over?
I don't know what Leia and the party has planned for me, if we take office. I'm not sure my future is in politics. But I won't abandon my duty if I'm asked to serve. I'll stay in Europolis for certain, unless Wolf wins. Then, I don't know. Anything but going south. I want to keep a safe distance from father and the family business.
Sounds like Baruti's been around the world and back. I'm jealous. Before the coma, I don't know. I didn't care as much. I was happy staying put. And now that I want to travel more, I can't afford it. Figures. You're lucky to have traveled a lot.
I don't know if I'd say I've traveled a lot, but I have traveled. When I was part of the family business, I regularly did business across Africa, the kingdom, and the conglomerate. It made me realize how lucky I was to grow up in Botswana and South Africa. The freedom and prosperity we enjoy in the African Union, the resources, fresh air, lack of pollution. I miss that, most of all. Africa is a paradise. And you don't think about it until you see how it is elsewhere. How people are hungry, cold, with no easy access to implants or gene therapy.
I really miss Africa. Especially when it's like this, boiling hot and humid. Does it ever get better?
Better? Never. Well, maybe for a month in spring and autumn. But winter here is bitter and wet. And in summer, it's like this every day. Not a breath of fresh air. Must learn to appreciate Europolis for its strengths and not compare it with home, Sissy.
I should get going. There's work to do and I can't be late. Reza gets really annoyed if he's cooking and I miss dinner time. See you later, Baruti.
Okay, Sissy. I'll see you later.
Singing rate songs.
Life is dreary and meaningless, but your dreams don't have to.
The Eye.
Unless you're on
Keeping
your way
Propas
somewhere,
safe,
I advise
or,
you to stay off the streets.
under constant surveillance.
Europe needs change.
Crowboy's here to help you find your way in Propast.
How old can she be? 14? For someone her age, she projects a lot of authority. Not that I would know, but those items look very, very expensive. It's a collection of very, I think, expensive gifts. Not that I would know, but those items look very, very expensive. Should she even be working at her age? Oh, who knows? She could be 30. The stuff you can get done in the shadier parts of Propast. She keeps a tight leash on who visits Queenie's boat. How old can she be? 14? For
Good
someone
day.
her age, she
Welcome
projects
to
a lot
Queenie's
of authority.
Quintessentials. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm looking for Queenie.
Oh, the Madame's not seeing anyone at the moment. I can show you her latest creations if you'd like.
I'm not shopping. I need to speak with Queenie. Could you ask her if she has a moment?
That depends. Did you bring anything?
Bring anything? Like what?
Madame Queenie is a respected figure in this community. In order to see her, you need to show respect. A gift, something of value, something that proves you're here to discuss important matters.
What would that be?
I'm sure you'll find something that reflects your taste and the value you place on a potential meeting with the Madame.
No one would miss one little item, would they? Would they? Oh, they totally would.
Anytime.
This must be the sort of expensive gifts the girl was talking about. Gifts that others must have brought to get an audience with Queenie. Expensive looking. This must be the sort of expensive gifts the girl was talking about. One little push and she's in the river. No one will know it was so... Wait. What am I thinking? You don't want to end up on Most Wanted. Well, no. One little push and she's in the river.
Hello
No
again.
one will
Did you
know
bring a
it was
suitable
so-
gift for
wait.
Queenie?
What am I thinking? You don't want to end up on Most Wanted. Well, no. Looks like cheap liquor, but what do I know about liquor? Baiju, Chinese liquor. Looks expensive. Chinese lions. Most likely made of moon dust. I've heard that stuff causes rashes. The moon dust, not the lions.
Oh, nobody. That's it.
Hey, do you have a minute? Hello, lady. What can I get for you? My bad. I'll see you soon.
He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sensing
Feel
any
free
sort
to
of
move on.
theme here.
There are better tables, more important merchants.
He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm not really sensing any sort of theme here. Just that bottle of liquor.
Baiju, Chinese wine. The very best you can possibly get. This one is distilled from the rarest seeds of tear grass grown on the Himalayan slopes, with purified water from the deepest wells of Kunming and organic rice grains from Guilin.
Sounds expensive.
For you, only 20,000 yuan.
20,000? That's insane.
It's a bargain. Look, the price tag says 30,000. You're getting an incredible deal.
Well, I don't have 20,000 yuan. Can't you go any lower?
I'd be losing money if I did that. No deal.
You're making a smart decision there.
He's selling a bunch of stuff. I'm
Have you
not
changed
really
your
sensing
mind?
any sort of
20,000
theme
is an
here.
incredible
Just-
bargain.
I can't afford that.
You're missing out on a good deal.
I'm not quite sure what
That's
she's
clavada,
selling.
a total rip-off. Way too expensive. I'll give you
An
350 for it
eclectic
and not one
assortment of
quai more.
merchandise.
350? Are you mocking me? That's less than what I paid. At that price, I'll be losing money. 360, and that's my final offer.
Mierda, azze. That's the price you give to strangers. How many times have I shopped here? I thought we were friends. You're disrespecting me with that price. 350.
How do you expect me to be able to feed my children, make rent, pay Mr. London for protection? 360.
I don't see how a
350.
Chinese fan could stave off the summer heat and
I'm not
pro-past.
going anywhere above 350.
I don't see how a Chinese fan could stave off the summer heat and pro-past.
I can do this all day. 350.
Cat.
Final offer.
Just cat? I mean, it's a bottle containing black powder in it.
350.
Okay, whatever. Cat.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
This one contains
I'm not
real
going
comet
anywhere below
ice.
360.
How is comet ice
I can
good
do
for
this
your
all day.
libido, real
350.
or otherwise?
Final offer.
Ice
So
is
can
ice.
I. 360. That's my final offer.
This is a
350.
pretty broad definition of medicine.
360.
I'm not
not
going to
going
ask
anywhere
how they
above
produce zebra juice.
350.
There's
I'm
just
not
no
going
good answer to
anywhere
that
below
question.
360.
Ground panda?
I can do this all day.
I'm just going to
350.
guess
Final
misspelling
offer.
and move on.
So can I. 360. That's my final offer.
Snake oil.
350.
At least they're running an honest scan.
360.
I'm not going
Snake
anywhere
oil.
above
At least they're running an
350.
honest scan.
I'm not going
I don't see how a
anywhere
Chinese
below
fan could stave off the
360.
summer. Never tasted
do
the
this all
stuff
day.
above my
350.
sophistication
Final offer.
grade. I
So
consume
can
cheap
I.
lager and weak
360.
tea.
That's my final offer.
A
350.
bottle of Baijiu.
360.
Baijiu.
I'm not
Chinese
going anywhere
liquor.
above
Looks expensive.
350.
I'm not going anywhere
Never
below
tasted the stuff
360.
above my sophistication
I can
grade.
do this all day.
I consume
350.
cheap lager
Final offer.
and weak tea.
Look over here.
350.
See you soon. 360.
I'm getting
I'm
tired
not going
just
anywhere
listening to
above
him haggling.
350.
I'm not going anywhere below
I'm getting
360.
tired just listening to him haggling.
I can do this all day. 350. Final offer.
So
I'm
can
not
I.
quite
360.
sure what
That's
she's
my
selling.
final offer.
350.
An
360.
eclectic assortment of merchandise.
Please don't interrupt. These are delicate negotiations. 350.
Can you see that I'm busy with
I'm
a
not going
customer?
anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below 360.
I can do this all day. 350. Final offer.
So
A
can
bottle
I.
of Baijiu.
360. That's my final offer.
350.
360. Wait your
I'm not going
turn.
anywhere above 350.
I'm
350.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above 350.
I'm not going anywhere below
Miyuan.
360.
Crypto
I
coin.
can do this all day.
The preferred
350.
currency in the
Final
BRICS.
So can I. 360.
Miyuan.
That's my final
Crypto coin.
offer.
The
350.
preferred currency in the
offer.
BRICS.
360.
I'm not going anywhere above
Baijiu.
350.
Chinese liquor.
I'm not
Looks
going
expensive.
anywhere below 300.
$350.
360.
Oh, for God's sake. You're 10 yuan apart. You know what? I'm paying the difference. Withdraw it from my stick. Can you guys please wrap this up now?
What? How dare you?
Sorry? It's 10 yuan. That's nothing, right?
Nothing? Nothing. You understand nothing. It's not about money, it's about respect. Scheiße. Puta, you've taken my face and you stepped all over it. I have no face. Look, down there on the ground. What's that? That's my face. No, I won't lose face because of this duper. And paying the full sticker price. What is it, 1,200 yuan? Here, take all of it. All of it!
You should come by more often.
That wasn't... what? What just happened?
I just made 800 from your little show. Nice work. Never mind. What can I help you with? I'll give you a very special price on anything you want.
Never tasted the stuff above my sophistication grade. I consume cheap lager and weak tea. That bottle of, Baijiu.
You have excellent taste. Finest Chinese wine, most prestigious gift. Made with short grain rice from Wuchang and the rarest seeds of tear grass grown in the greenest vales of Inner Mongolia, with purified water from the ancient oasis of the Gobi Desert.
Sounds very familiar.
What's that?
Nothing. How much?
Since you helped me, I give you a very, very special price. It's normally 20,000 yuan, but I'll sell it to you for 5,000.
Generous, but still a bit steep. Can you give me even more of a special price?
What? Are you insane? Short grain rice from Wuchang, Mongolian tear grass, Gobi well water?
Point taken, but no thank you.
Ah, how embarrassing.
How come that woman over there is selling the exact same wine for only 5,000 yuan?
What? That no good dishonest thief. We'd agreed on a special price. She's selling a cheap counterfeit made with the lowest of low-grade synthetic rice and imported space water. But I don't want you to suffer because of her dishonesty and trickery. I will sell you this bottle for 3,000 yuan.
From 20,000 to 3,000.
A special price, only for you, only today.
Still too expensive, though.
That is my final offer. I'm already losing money on that.
I found another bottle of wine, same as yours but cheaper, 3,000 yuan.
What? Impossible! No one sells this wine for less than 15,000 yuan. It must be a different label.
Same exact label.
A forgery then. This is the bricks. There are forgeries everywhere. Not here, of course. I'm legal. Everything you see on this table is the real deal.
Sure, but it looked the same to me, and since I can't tell the difference...
Wait! I give it to you for 2. Can't believe I'm saying this. 2,000 yuan.
Your colleague over there just offered to sell me the same wine for 2,000 yuan.
2,000? No. I will not play this game with her. 3,000. That's my final offer. The rarest seeds of Himalayan tear grass, handpicked by maidens who have...
Right, I know. It's the good stuff.
3,000 and not 1 yuan less. 3,000 yuan and not 1 kwai less.
You drive a hard bargain, lady. I hope you're happy that my children won't be eating tonight.
That's terrible, but I can live with it.
You're a ruthless negotiator. I respect that.
Baiju, Chinese liquor. A fine gift for Queenie, I hope. Baiju, Chinese liquor. A fine gift for Queenie, I hope.
Yeah, I don't have anything to contribute. You're making a smart decision there.
One little push and she's in the river.
Did you find a
one will
gift
know
yet?
It was so... Wait. What am I thinking? You don't want to end up on Most Wanted. This is a bottle of, Baiju. Rare seeds, clean water, hand-picked, distilled with rare rice and the other things.
So I can see. I'm sorry, but Queenie gets a lot of bottles of cheap Baiju.
This isn't cheap, honest. It's a really great bottle of wine. I mean, look at the price tag. 30,000 yuan.
You're in the bricks. Price tags are transient. 1 moment, please. Yes, madame? This will suffice as a gift. Thank you. You can go across and see the madame now. Just put your gift on the table and go on through. She's waiting for you.
Thanks. Gifts that others must have brought to get an audience with Queenie. Expensive looking.
Step softly, young lady. The vibrations are throwing off my precision.
Oops. Sorry.
Tut tut. No talking either. We're closed today, but seeing as you got past my girl, I guess you have legitimate business.
Yeah. Higher. Well, sort of.
Yes?
I'm with the Uminska campaign. Uminska, Leia. Unity?
I'm quite familiar with the Social Democrats, girl. You work with Baruti Marfane, then? He's a nice man, genuine. You can tell he believes in his work. Do you?
What?
Why are you in politics, young lady?
Zoe Castillo. I'm, in politics because... Part of it is because I want to make a difference. That may not be the whole truth, my main motivation, or even the most honest answer, but it is true. It's embarrassing, but part of the reason is that I have time to spare, and I wanted to do something valuable with that time. I want to make a difference, and I have the time to spare, but the truth is that I don't know why I ended up working for the campaign.
Very well. Let me rephrase that question. Whittle it down for you. Why Uminska?
Kaiser Wolf, Dieter Gross, the Marxists. I wouldn't want to live in a city governed by either of them. Maybe unity isn't the perfect option, but in this case it's certainly the lesser of many evils. I've actually come to believe in a lot of the things Leia Uminska says. I've never been very political, but this seems to matter. Maybe the honest answer is that I don't know. It's the campaign I ended up working for. She's certainly better than Kaiser Wolf. Probably better than Dieter Gross and the incumbent government. And I don't see the Marxists getting their shit together anytime soon, no matter what Nella thinks. I honestly don't know.
Still, Manu save us from those who believe they have all the answers. I was like that once. It's debilitating, but curable. No matter. Zoe Castillo, was it? Do you know what that name means in Spanish? Castle, fortress. And Zoe is Greek and means life. Are you alive?
What?
Your eyes. It's like part of you is asleep or dreaming.
I was sick. In a coma.
Yes. What can I do for you, castle dweller?
You probably know why I'm here.
I can make an educated guess. But I wasn't really thinking about your campaign work. I was thinking in general. Is there anything you are looking for?
The conspiracy, the coma, the fragmented memories. I want it all to make sense, and I want to stop feeling like I'm not in charge of my future. I miss Dad. I miss me. And I don't miss who I used to be. Whiny, petulant. I'm happy to have changed, but something is still missing. It's not remembering that haunts me the most. Not knowing exactly what happened to me. I can't even trust myself because sometimes I feel I'm a fraud, an imposter. Without our more than meaning, maybe I'm simply after belonging somewhere, with someone. I'm looking for meaning in my life.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it?
That was really inappropriate. I don't even know why I...
Not at all. Now I know who I'm speaking with. Shall we discuss politics?
Really? Yeah. All right. So, we, Leia Uminska, the Social Democrats, we're wondering if you would...
Support Uminska and the Social Democrats in the election, I know. I'm thinking about it. You see, Zoe, the most important thing for me is this community and the people who look to me for guidance and support. They trust me, and my judgment. I know that I have to take a political stand, and I know that stand will have implications and repercussions. The Blues have left me alone, never bothered me. Dieter Gross is a safe choice, the status quo. Wolf, I do not trust. I have no wish to see him or his European Dawn thugs in power. The Consequences of that would be on the scary side of unknown. The Marxists are preoccupied with rhetoric, demonstrations and marches, grand speeches and even grander gestures. I don't think they'll get in my way, but they do get on my nerves. And we have your Social Democrats. They are the compromise. I usually abhor compromises. In this case, however, the extremes aren't very attractive. And so it comes down to this. Prove to me that your party cares about this community and the people in it, and you'll have my support.
How do I prove that?
The Eye's been increasingly successful at keeping undesirables off the streets. That doesn't mean they're not here still. There's a city beneath the city, populated by those who have fallen through the cracks. People with no home, no identity. Old, young, children. There's a girl, a young girl, Hannah Roth. I was in contact with her, but now she's fallen off my radar. I haven't seen her in days. I'm worried that... Help Hannah. Find her. Tell her Queenie is looking for. If you can, bring her to me. If not, just make sure she's all right. Do this for me, and we will talk politics again.
I'll do my best. But where do I start?
Nella Vilcek. She sells food...
Up top. The food court outside Seshadri Tower. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know Nella. She's a friend of mine. It's incredibly weird.
No coincidence. No story. I guess you were the right person to ask, Castlewell. Hannah mentioned some odd jobs she'd done for Miss Vilcek. I don't know the details. I'm guessing deliveries.
I'll start with Nella. I'll let you know when I know more. Thank you, Miss...
Queenie will do. I left my old name behind somewhere. I had no use for it anymore.
It's weird that she doesn't want to use her real name. She said there are so many lost people out there. So many homeless children. She looks ready to get back to work, and I should do the same. What did you mean you left your old name behind?
Names are like clothes. Sometimes you grow out of them.
I always thought names were more important than that.
Maybe so, maybe so. Mine wasn't. Mine was used up. It reminded me too much of my past, so I changed it. There have been many. A whole closet full.
So, before...
No, Zoe. I'm Queenie. That's all there is to it. Now run along. I have work to do, and so do you.
Queenie. She's working. I shouldn't disturb her again. I really do get why she's so respected. She has this aura of absolute authority. She read me like an open book. No, more like she made me open myself to her like a book. And then she read me like a book that's open. Queenie. She's working. I shouldn't disturb her again.
Thank you, Miss Castillo. You can leave now.
This must be the sort of expensive gifts the girl was talking about.
Did you get what you came for?
Sort of, maybe. Yes?
I'm glad to hear it. Have a fruitful afternoon. There are so many dream junkies around.
Sprzedaż wiele potrzebitelskich towarów. Делаем вашу жизнь чуточку ярче.
Vienna?
Vienna. 2 nights in the metro station.
Well, if it ain't my favorite cowgirl. Can I point you in the direction of something, darling?
Vienna gets special treatment.
Nella's food cart is right outside Seshadri Tower on the upper level. We buy takeaway down in the bricks at least once a week. Great food, and if you're lucky, you can pick up some cool stuff. If you're not so lucky, the worst junk. Our apartment is off Sonnenschein Plaza in the aptly named Sonnenschein Terraces by OCG. Sunny living? Yeah. Reza's office is down by Prista Vista, the old river docks, right behind the Collapse Memorial. The Uminska campaign headquarters are located off the Propas Souk, next to the temple. Our lab is located just above the Propas metro station, on the upper level. I don't even know if that part of town has a name. Upper Kaprova, maybe?
I hope you get to where you're going. And if you ever get lost again, you know Crowboy's got your back. I'm here to give you direct...
Nella's food. I'm going to Seshadri Tower.
Never mind.
That's all this.
They want us
Don't
to
be a
stay locked
stranger
up
now,
inside,
you hear?
Hooked up to dream time. Spending mouse and keeping mouths shut.
Paranoia much?
Добро пожаловать на Sonnenschein Plaza Oak. Оригинальные потребительские товары. Наполняют вашу жизнь светом.
So I says to him, I says, you can't pass through here, Pruder. You need to turn back and head home.
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that? It's so derogatory. Constantine.
It's between Wolf and Uminska, isn't it? Gross and Ribas are not
Safe, dependable, stalwart. Data process the experience.
Hey, you are? No trouble. I can give you directions to anywhere in Propan.
It's you!
What? Who? Me?
The superhero from my dream! You're her!
Sorry? I really don't... I'm not her, whoever she is.
Yes, you were in my dream. You told me it'd be all right, and it was. You helped me wake up.
You're mistaken. I don't even own a dream machine. I couldn't possibly have been in your dreams.
It was you. You were there. I don't use it much anymore. The dream machine. Most of the time, I say no, just like you told me to. I read instead. I'm reading a lot. The book I'm reading right now is about this girl who's dreaming, but doesn't know she's dreaming. I'm worried about Mum. She's always in dream time. She prefers that to being awake. She doesn't eat much, or go outside, ever. Thank you for helping me. Zoe, right? Thank you, Zoe.
How do you... I didn't... What? What the hell was that all about? I don't know her. Do I? She looked so familiar, but I haven't seen her before. I'm certain of it. Gone to restock, back soon. Odd. Nayla doesn't typically leave her cart during peak business hours. She usually restocks first thing. Gone to restock, back soon. Odd. Nayla doesn't typically leave her cart during peak business hours. She usually restocks first thing. I still have no idea where to find Nella. Perhaps she left a note or something. Gone to restock, back soon. Odd. Nella doesn't typically leave her cart during peak business hours. She usually restocks first thing. Food crates. It's how Nella gets her daily deliveries. It's a receipt belonging to Nella. Oh, hey, there's an address on the back. The Collective on Caprova. It's a receipt belonging to Nella. It's a receipt belonging to Nella.
You look like you could need some directions, miss.
I don't even know where to start.
Do you mind?
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Something's going on. Nella looks upset. Something's going on. Nella looks upset.
Look, Atse, I said I'd do my part.
That is exactly what you said.
But I have to draw the line somewhere. I'm all about shifting the balance of power, huh? About getting the Bonza to think twice, not about fucking shit up just for the sake of fucking shit up. That's not what I signed up for. I want to pick up my supplies and get back to feeding the barrio. If I can convert some sozzies and batonheads while I'm at it, great. If not, I move on.
That don't sound like someone's committed to the cause.
Oh, fuck off. I'm delivering as promised, no? I'm getting a friend to source me the nanotech. She has special access, a couple of days, week at most. But with the eye poking into my affairs, committing random acts of personal violation, drones and checkpoints everywhere. Time to tread a little more cautiously, lest we find ourselves bereft of food cart, food, and freedom. Anything else you need me for, Bruder, I'm all game.
I remember you saying you'd walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
I need to draw my line somewhere, and this is where I draw it.
Whatever, as long as you deliver.
Colo, seriously, when do I not?
She looks a bit rattled. I hope everything's okay. And I hope she's not mad at me still. Nella looks unusually restrained. She looks a bit rattled. I hope everything's okay. And I hope she's not mad at me still.
Puta Tupek, what are you doing here?
I was just... You weren't at the cart, so I went looking.
You went looking? Are you spying on me, Zike?
Jesus, Enspan, Nella, no. I wanted to ask you about Hannah Roth.
Hannah? Hannah? What the hell for?
I need to find her.
That doesn't answer my question, and you won't find her. She's... Shaiza, just stop. Stop looking, stop asking, and stop following me. This is not something you want to get involved in. Just let it go, and go. Get out of here. You're not going to find Hannah, and you're not going to ask me about her again. Go, get the fuck out of here!
Hey, it's the store Nella gets her sausages from. Hannah Roth will have to wait, no matter how worried Queenie may be. Nella's in a foul mood, and I'm not about to go poking her with a sharp stick. Hannah Roth just moved down my list of priorities, at least until Nella's back to her old self. Hannah Roth will have to wait, no matter how worried Queenie may be. Nella's in a foul mood, and I'm not about to go poking her with a sharp stick. Nella is the only Marxist I know. I guess she has the energy and commitment of a whole apartment building. Still just one vote, though.
Weren't you heading out to district this week?
Yeah, but the I revoked my travel pass last minute. I'm stuck here, Bruder.
That's actually happening. And I thought it was just rumors.
It's happening.
Alarm! What are you looking for?
Mr. London ain't too happy with how you're messing about in his barrios, so's he?
Easy, cousin.
I ain't your cousin, mate. I ain't your mate, neither. Mr. London says you ain't never asked for his blessings, Colo. Mr. London, he ain't too happy about that, him. Mr. London says it's disrespectful.
Tell Mr. London that I'm not messing with anything. I'm just running a political campaign. Maybe if we could have a civil discussion about this. Instead
Oi, Essie, you talk to me, not to Mr. London. No one talks to Mr. London. And there's no discussion to be had. We have no use for your commie comrades in Propast. In this barrio, we vote Wolf.
Oh, I see what's going on. This isn't about Tef or respect, is it? It's about Kaiser Constantine and his Fascio army.
Hey! Let him go! Wait, what was that me?
Otherwise, don't get involved, Suka. You just get your fresh messed up. Wouldn't look too good with a broken pith, huh?
I didn't understand any of that, but if you don't let him go, I'm calling the police.
Pella? Shice 'em in there. You think the police are going to interfere? Do you know who this is? This is Mr. London. And he owns the Buller in Propast. Now fuck off before I get total anger pissed and decide to...
一個旅行嘅商人，沿途為佢嘅商品叫賣。佢賣武器同埋盔甲。有一日，佢嚟到一個村入邊，裏面住咗一位偉大嘅軍人。我嘅盾牌，商人話非常堅固，無論乜嘢武器都黐唔入，佢可以保護你不受任何傷害。我嘅長矛，商人話鋒利無比，無論乜嘢一刺就穿，將你嘅敵人即刻打倒喺地上。咁點可以啊？偉大嘅軍人問道。你有一個乜嘢都無法刺穿嘅盾牌，
同埋一個乜嘢都能刺穿嘅長矛，佢哋點樣可以同時存在？
I don't speak Cantonese.
攞起佢嘅盾牌同埋長矛，可唔可以同時存在並不重要。你個老閪，佢衝過去，用長矛將軍人刺死啦，因為佢哋喺我手上。我話事。
Just let him go. Please. He's harmless.
And let that be a lesson to you, Kutas. This is Mr. London's barrio, and the sooner you get that through your cocoa, the less Mal you'll need to deal with.
Jesus, Baruti, are you okay?
I think so. Thanks for speaking up, Zoe. I appreciate it. Although, I'm not sure it was the smartest thing to do. You're on his radar now.
I couldn't just stand by and watch. Are you sure you're all right?
I am. But I'm not going anywhere tonight. I'm just going to watch Leia's stream note from the office.
Do you need anything? You don't have to stay here by yourself, you know. I can stay, or you can come home with me.
I'm fine, Sissy. Really. They were just trying to scare me. Mission accomplished. They're not coming back. Not today, at least. We can worry about tomorrow.
Okay. About Queenie and...
Let's talk about that tomorrow, too. Right now, I just want to sit down with a cup of hot tea and enjoy a rousing speech.
I understand. But, Baruti, please lock the door. And ring if there's anything.
I won't argue with you there. See you on Thursday, Sissy.
Take care, Baruti.
So, what did he do?
Our OCG-sponsored sun substitute is the closest we get to actual sunlight in Propast. Apparently, it's not just an artificial sun, but also the wire singularity for Propast, which means there could be a wormhole inside that burning ball of plasma. Sounds safe. I do wish they'd dial down the intensity a bit. It's July. We don't need to add insult to injury. I do wish they'd dial down the intensity a bit. It's July. We don't need to add insult to injury.
Man, you look like you could need some directions, miss.
What do you want?
Оригинальный потребительский товар. Строим новую Европу по одному солнечному дню за раз.
Hey.
Ooh, smells good. What are you making?
Risotto. Come over here.
Like you know, perhaps you know me too. I'm afraid you've outgrown the end of my rope. I just want you to hold. Don't just say you love me, show. Don't just say you love me, show. I got you, but I'm lonely.
Nice to see you too. I needed that.
Why? What's going on?
We had a real scare at the campaign office.
What happened?
Baruti got pushed around by Mr. London's goons and London himself.
Jesus, is he okay?
He's fine. He's probably fine.
How about you? Are you okay?
I'm okay. They didn't touch me.
But you got involved.
I had to. I couldn't just let them do that to Baruti.
I really wish you'd stayed out of it. You don't know what those people are capable of.
They're just cowards.
Cowards with the might of the syndicate behind them.
Still just cowards. Look, I'll be okay. They wanted to scare Baruti. Nothing's gonna happen. They're not gonna come after me. How was your day?
Not as interesting as yours. I published that bingo piece. Now I'm following up the leads on the clampdown.
It's getting ridiculous out there. Everyone's on edge.
I know the campaign work is important to you, but you need to be careful about getting involved in local affairs. Even Sully doesn't want us to write too much about what's happening here in Propast.
If you stop reporting things because you're afraid of what will happen, you're censoring yourself.
We need to pick our battles. Like that Mr. London business. He shakes businesses down, runs the local black market. Bad, sure, but not corporate level bad. Or Kaiser Constantine bad.
I guess.
I'm not happy about it either, but sometimes you need to let the small fish go in order to catch the bigger fish.
I get that. Maybe I'm an idealist.
We both are. But I'm also a realist. And I really wish you'd drop the campaign work. Hey, come over here and taste this.
I don't like his tone. It's not the first time we've had this argument, and I'm tired. I want to have a quiet evening. I should just let it go. I don't like his tone, and it's not the first time we've had this argument. Sometimes Reza can be so controlling. I don't like it.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I know he doesn't understand why I'm volunteering. I can't say I understand it either. Politics was never me. I wish he'd be supportive regardless. I don't understand it, but I need it. He's never been supportive of the campaign work, but I don't want to fight. It won't lead anywhere good. And I don't even understand why it's so important to me. But it makes me feel better about myself, like I'm being proactive, making a difference. It's nothing.
So come over here and taste this. I promise it'll be worth your time. How is it?
It's good. Really good. I can't wait to eat. I'll pay you back afterwards.
For what?
Cooking the best dinners, being the best boyfriend, knowing how to make me feel better.
Do we have to wait until after dinner?
Won't the risotto be ruined?
Is that important?
Not in the slightest.
Don't just say you love